I believe that should be live.
Hello.
We're 4 minutes early for the record.
I'm watching an ad right now for Star Trek Discovery.
Oh, is it back on the air?
I guess so if they're advertising it on Twitch. Oh, streaming November 18th.
Mm, that's right around the corner.
All right. Well, I've just been doing some painting on the outside of my house flipping headquarters here. I think it looks pretty nice.
What was the original color? Was it the teal color or was it orange?
No, it was like, burnt garbage house. Horror.
Oh, okay.
So I've completely refurbished it. And I just now got the ladder to do this top part. I wasn't able to reach that before. Pretty nice. It does stick out. If you'll see the neighborhood, very conservative.
Yeah, this looks like this house belongs in Miami. Do you think the market will take that?
I'm not going to sell it. This is my headquarters, so I'm not going to flip this. Also,
Oh,
a
okay.
bold look at the front here. Look at that. Bold colors.
Oh, stripes.
Striping. Yeah.
They'll know when they get there.
The city doesn't love that, but you know what? I don't care because I'm going to be a house flipping mogul.
I see a Nestle poster on the inside.
That's right. Unfortunately, it pulls in the transparency and PNGs as this green color, so
Oh,
I didn't get a clean Nestle. But yeah, I redid the whole interior of this thing. It's nice.
This is a pictorial of a man's descent into madness.
it's your favorite water bottle brand, a picture of your cat, and a gun. This screams you.
Mm?
Oh, there's pictures, multiple pictures of your kitty cats. Ah,
Yeah, and you see like the little sleeping nook over here.
yeah. You should have done a race car bed, but I'll accept this one.
I don't like those kind of beds because when you roll over, there's a chance you're going to roll out of it.
Now, so I've been grinding out these constructions jobs to get, I think I've got, $76,000. So I can finally get my first house to flip. So
Ooh.
we have a real estate market here. Now I've got $76,000. They go up to 60 grand really quickly, and it's gonna, you have material cost. So I'm thinking probably the abandoned house. If you go up to the house after the flood, it's you go all the way up to 58.
Mm. Abandoned
Yeah, I
is
would.
definitely better than flooded, but abandoned usually means like the critters have moved in, and that's just never good.
Yeah, it's going to be a horror show. We expect that.
It seems like you could get a better price on the one that was abandoned versus the one that's the camping. The camping house is probably in the middle of nowhere. You don't want that.
Right, I'm willing to go. I mean, that's just another 2 grand, right? That's
Yeah,
nothing.
I would go for one of the others. Yeah,
Yeah, I think abandoned house probably. Yeah.
hit it. Buy it sight unseen.
36.94 meters squared. I wonder if I could switch the measurements in the options. Oh, look, it's got. Oh no, oh, that doesn't look good at all. Yeah,
Oh,
this
that could be a beautiful home for
this
someone.
looks terrifying. You bought a new house. Do you want to go there right now? I do.
Imagine if that was that easy on Zillow. You just pressed a button and it was like, all right.
It is if you're super wealthy.
Yeah.
On the left, you can see the thumbnails of buyers. From time to time, they will comment on your actions. Pay attention, especially to those on the top. The higher they are, the more they're willing to pay for the house. Oh, interesting. But I think we have to ignore that because I think for this house, we have a very specific buyer in mind. And we have to decide who that is.
It looks like we're kind of in a residential neighborhood. Like, you think there's a good school around here?
Probably.
Pretty sure those are corpse flies in the window.
Shake on the fence. Let me out!
It's hard to walk through the grass. Some of this stuff you get caught on. Lots of
It's like
spiders.
IRL in my woods. Some of those are inside, I think.
This is a decent little place. Yep. So looking pretty bad in here.
Ooh, it's tight, isn't it?
Yeah, we're gonna have to make the most of our space for sure. All right, so Krista, be thinking about, you know. Oh, let me show you. So just to give you some idea, this is our. So we like do all of our shopping through this online store while we decorate as we go, and we just buy things and we have them instantly. So like furniture, obviously, but then also paint. So like the wall paint, here's your colors.
Oh, okay. Oh. Fresh carrot. Banana smile. Crimson confusion. There's some good names in here.
You can also do these tiles. You can do wallpaper. You can do exposed brick.
People hate wallpaper.
More paint colors down here.
If we did it like the house flippers in our town, everything would just be painted gray.
The wallpaper is coming back.
Look
I
at
don't mind
the
like small bathrooms, but like a whole room of it, it's too much.
look at the selection though.
Oh,
And then
there
we
are
got
quite a few.
look at the pale paints. I didn't realize the paints were this diverse. I thought there was just one that looked like that little section.
Dirty pink.
Light green
Raspberry
ceramic tile. Oh, we have to do a light green ceramic tile bathroom.
Well, that means we kind of have to go 50s, right? Because that's kind of like a 50s color.
Oh, I don't think we limit ourselves to one era. I think this is sort of like a journey through time. Plaster, you can just do straight plaster.
Screw putting nails in these walls ever again.
Brick.
I think the exposed brick could be cool. Well, let's look at the layout of the house. We don't know how big the house is yet. Also, do we have to buy furniture to stage it? Is that part of our budgeting as well?
Well, that's going to add to our house value.
You don't buy the furniture. I guess you do in this universe.
So this is the entryway, and then we got
Oh, some trash.
just a little sliver of a room here. And then this is a bathroom. Oh, okay. We have a
Oh,
No,
there's a
this is
roach
the
infestation.
kitchen.
Oh,
Dear
ooh.
God.
You get some like nice smells wafting in from the bathroom while you're cooking.
There's not much space in here. And then you've got the bathroom here.
All right. Bathroom's not terrible. It kind of is weird that it goes through the bathroom. Could we connect the bathroom to the, like, could we put a door between the master and the bathroom so you don't have to go through the kitchen?
Oh, fuck yeah, we can. That's some of the most fun. We can do whatever the fuck we want. We can knock down walls. We can build new walls. Whatever. All right. So I'm just going to start cleaning this up. What room do you want to start with?
The one you're in, the blue one's fine. Let's get the trash and shit out. This is a lot quicker than if you were cleaning a house IRL. Can you
Yeah.
sell some of the furniture or reuse it?
Yeah, you can sell anything.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it's
I
actually
feel like I
maybe...
would sell a lot more of my old junk if I could just point a gun at it and get,
Yeah.
Like- $5. All right, I'll do it.
Meanwhile, if you try to sell something on Marketplace, it's like, you'll say, local only, and you'll get a message from Georgia. It's like, hey, can you mail this to me? It's like, no, it's not why I put it on the Marketplace.
And the last time I sold something, which was like 2 years ago, I put a laptop that was probably worth $500 on there, and it was like, I was selling this for $150 because I want rid of it. Like, this would be a great, like student laptop or whatever. And literally everybody was like, would you take $50? And it was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
But I think you just invented an app. You literally, it's immediate, right? It's something that happens every whatever certain number of minutes, maybe 2. Every 2 minutes, there's a new auction, and it's basically, here it is. Here's a picture of it. Here's a brief description. Do you want it for this ridiculously low price, or make some stupid offer? Because I just need to be rid of it. And then it only exists for 2 minutes, and you have to be watching it.
It kind of Craigslist is kind of like that when you first post something, but then those people never get back to you, and then the people that probably would have bought it don't wait around either, and it just turns into a big mess. Like when you post something on Craigslist, you immediately get something that's like, "Hey, I'll take it. I'll be there in like an hour," and then they just never show up.
Well, then you get
Marketplace
banned.
is kind of the same way.
You get banned from the app if you do that.
That's what it would take.
I think
this
there's still a
broom.
little grime on one of those windows.
This broom is amazing. If I could just like gently sweep the broom across things and have this kind of a result, that would be amazing.
You know what's even more amazing? I don't know if you can really notice it, but the mini map that shows you exactly where your dirt problems are.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that would be embarrassing if your in-laws got hold of that.
I mean, it seems like this broom is taking care of the black mold problem, and I mean, I would probably pay 10 grand for this broom.
I poured a little vinegar on it first. All right, here we go. Walls, Krista. What are you thinking? Or do we want to change out the windows or the window pattern?
Let's clean the whole house first so we can kind of see it.
Clean
as
the
one
whole
cohesive
house.
whole.
Okay, all right. That's the Puritan way, I guess.
Listen, I can't focus when I know there's cockroaches crawling around in the kitchen.
The thing is, it is a lot easier to clean when the walls don't look like this.
What happened in this room? There's just vomit everywhere.
Somebody's licking the windows.
They were doing more than licking. Vomit everywhere.
That's as good as that's going to get till it's got wallpaper.
Yeah, that's fine. How do you get rid of the bugs? You just use the broom on them?
No. It took me a while to figure that out because I kept looking for a tool to get rid of the bugs. But it's this contextual. When you float over them, you get this press E, and then the vacuum cleaner.
Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate that. Wow, I hate it so much.
So, Krista, there's a little tooltip. The first time it makes you do this, and it's like, hey, if you're one of these people who have this phobia, there's an option, and you can make them glass shards instead.
I mean, I'm not that freaked out by it. Like, I don't have that big of a phobia, but man, that's gross. Combo vacuum food processor.
What a weird bathroom.
It's weird that it connects to the kitchen like that, right? Like, it's a one-bedroom house. Why not just let it connect to the bedroom?
Okay. So, first things first, let's fix that.
Yeet. Oh.
Warlord Anix just subscribed. Hey, to say I would much rather clean a digital house than my own place any day. Interior brick walls? What kind of house is this? That doesn't make any sense. That's
Very
not
well
even
built.
a brick. Interior brick is different than exterior brick. It's a lot softer.
You know, I didn't think they wanted to get into the complexities of wood joining. Oh, but look, the plumbing is running through. Okay.
Oops.
So we can't build a door there. I guess we're going to have to move the door over here.
Maybe a little. Well, that's where the piping is for the toilet, too.
Although I think I can rebuild the plumbing elsewhere if I want to. That's not the toilet. The toilet is here. That's the shower, I guess. And this is the sink over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, this is the shower. And then the toilet. So the
Well, maybe
toilet
we
actually
can't
needs
move
to
it.
face. Our toilet's going to be facing our shower with a door behind it. I don't know if this is going to work.
Uh,
Maybe we put the sink on the kitchen wall.
does it have a floor plan mode? Can you go into a floor plan mode?
I would get rid of the door going to the kitchen and then put the sink on the kitchen wall.
Okay, so let me. I think there's a way. I haven't done this yet, but I think you sell that,
In the sink.
and then you get sink plumbing system. Yeah. And we'll put it right there. You like that?
Yes. Well, I wouldn't have the door there. I would get rid of that door entirely, but
I don't
oh,
know.
is it
when you have
filling with
guests-
sewer gas? What's happening?
When you have guests over and they have to go to the bathroom through your bedroom, I don't like that.
That's true.
Well,
This house is very small though.
I thought we were keeping both doors.
Yeah, we could keep both doors this way.
So,
You
toilet
can move that door over. Yeah.
toilet facing the sink, and then this door stays where it is, and then there's a shower right there.
Yes.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at our doors.
Americans, I have a genuine question about your wooden house construction. If you lean into a wall, does it dent easily?
No.
Ours doesn't. No.
I think you have an incorrect assumption about those materials. All right. So let me know what color door are we feeling here? We've got the striggle, like this wood. Although I think there's a window in that. That's probably not ideal for a bathroom.
Yeah. No, not. Here's my question. So, have you flipped any houses yet, or have you just been learning the mechanics?
So no. In addition to flipping houses, I can also take construction jobs. That's where I go into, and I've got assignments like paint this room this color, replace this, put tile here, clean
Right.
this. So that teaches me the game, but also earns me money to then flip this house. So this
Okay.
is the first house I've ever purchased.
Okay. So I'm curious, like, if there are certain things that the buyers like, or
Right.
like-
It just explained that. So as we do things, those little people on the left side will talk to us, and they'll tell us if they liked it or not.
Okay, scroll through all options here.
Okay. So I'll just one grid at a time. These look mostly like transparent doors.
Yeah, we don't want that for a bathroom.
That has a window. That has a window. Those are door mats.
The space door.
A dinosaur cabinet.
Oh.
Jeez. It's kind of random. A sauna door. A reinforced radioactive material door. Now that would be hilarious, but I don't know if the prospective buyers would be into
Fire
it.
would be into that. There was just a plain black door toward the top. Maybe that's what we need to use.
Oh, here we go. Here's all the internal doors.
Oh, okay, okay.
Literally the end of the list. What do you like?
I would just do a plain black door. There was one at the top, and then there's one, that internal door, ebony. I think that one's cheaper than the other one, so.
Well, we don't need to cut corners. See, now we got 40 grand. That's why I bought this house, because I want to have a good budget.
That's fine. We can cut corners on the door. Their guests can hear the fart gas. That's fine.
Nice. Hmm.
Oh, how do we deal with that?
Scroll to change mode.
I'm scrolling.
Chat, anyone played this before? How do you get a smaller wall piece?
Oh, that makes it bigger. That's I didn't even know that.
How do you make it shorter?
Build lintels? Oh, maybe that's a lintel. It's a lintel.
Got news for you. It would cost a lot more than $1.40 to get a brick mason to do that for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing it ourselves. Okay. So now we got, and these doors always open whichever way they need to. So that's not, it doesn't open onto the toilet necessarily.
Do we need to replace the other doors, you think? Like
Um,
how shitty are the other ones that were already here?
Oh, I think this one's broken. Look.
Yeah, we need to replace those. Sell them. Oh.
They should incorporate rim world into this. I want to do silver tile in the bathroom.
Keep it extra clean.
You could probably make something that looks like it. All right, we're doing ebony doors throughout.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got this nice recent. The UI is actually not terrible.
Someone said this game's on Switch, and I was like, it's interesting.
I always shit on UI in games, so I think it's good to point out when one does it correctly. Is that?
Can't tell if it's flush or not.
No.
Is that wrong? Can't tell.
I don't know. It looks a little.
Little cattywampus.
I can see.
I think it is. Yeah, it is. It needs to come back a little bit, I think.
I don't know how much we lose by doing that. I think I sold it for like 170, so we took a hit there.
Money. Yeah.
Is that flush?
Think.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, we can't see the brick. That's right.
Yeah. Oh, knob on the left and Jesus, that's annoying.
Can you fix that? Like, can you go in and rotate it again? It's also not flush.
You just have to buy it again.
Oh, that's annoying. We could leave it open, I guess, but it's in now.
Okay. And then we'll do something different for the front door. What next? Are we keeping these windows?
What style windows have we got? I don't think they're terrible. We could probably do like a nicer one somewhere, like a bay window in the front.
Maybe like open these two into a bigger space.
Oh yeah, we could do a bigger window on the side. That makes sense too.
What were you? Oh, you were thinking here? I don't think there's room for the front.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or in here, we could open this up. The bedroom.
Oh yeah, okay, let's look at that. Then we don't have to scrub those windows. Even better. Do you guys have all the DLCs? I don't think so. Ryan just got this game.
No, this is a humble bundle game.
Oh, they're saying it's very dirty in here. What crap? What is that? Is that heat?
Hmm?
The thing you were pointing at. It was saying you could sell it for like $500.
Oh, is it the? Oh, actually, we probably need to sell that. That's the radiator mount.
Oh, okay.
But we have
Where's
to
the
replace
bar?
it. Ah, that's never discussed. I don't.
It's citywide heat like New York City, where you just get steam heat from the city.
I don't. It's not America. These are not American outlets or appliance connectors.
Yeah,
But
that's the thing in New York City. You're not allowed to have your own boiler, but you can get steam actually from the city, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, I don't think it'll let me do structural walls.
Well, you can probably just put a window on there like a sticker, right?
Oh, you're right, because that's how we sold them.
Yeah. That's how windows work in real life as well.
Okay. So let me know when to scroll. It's not a big list.
Oh, there's not really a bay window. I was thinking like something large would be pretty.
The $336 double window is probably as close as we can get, and it matches the style of the existing windows.
You talking about the Liam window?
No, it says Mary double window first column.
On the very left.
Mary wide double window? Are you right lefting here, Krista?
No, he said Mary double window.
Yeah,
It's left, very far left.
that's right.
Oh, this one.
There's 2 double windows. Yeah.
But we have these triple wides down here.
I don't think the wall's big enough for a triple wide, is it?
I wonder if it'll make me. I don't think it makes me commit. Oh, look at this.
And the Mary is the style of the existing ones.
I don't know what this color is changing.
Tabletop? Oh, that's the ledge. I think.
Ooh.
All the other windows are white, so unless we replace all of them, we need to stick to white.
White on white?
Yeah.
Oh, we got plenty of room for this.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
It
Oh,
doesn't.
but it's not going to be centered though. That's really stressful.
I don't know why it doesn't.
Is there a pipe in the wall or something?
I can't go down either. So it's basically this is the only position that it will let me place it.
Sometimes when they don't let you move the windows down that low, it's because it snows a lot and they don't want the snow to be up over the windows.
Ah, of course. I knew that about this neighborhood when we bought it.
Although the house across the way doesn't seem to suffer from the same dysfunction.
Chat's saying no triple if it's not centered. Maybe we should do a double.
Okay.
Yeah,
Back to the Mary then.
Yeah.
the Mary double, yeah.
Okay, we've got some color options. I guess once again you're gonna insist we go. What
Oh,
about
yeah, 'cause
tabletop?
Our other windows are white.
Just triple
Chat, what
white.
color?
We're gonna white out.
Okay.
Mary double, toil and trouble.
It's the same
There.
deal. It won't let me center it.
How does that one also not center when it's an entire window not like?
Is-
There must be something in the wall, right? Is there something in the wall we need to remove?
I could
That
remove these
outlet-
outlets.
The chat's
outlet's
saying
different.
it's far more centered, but it's still not right.
The outlets should never be in the corner like that. They should be like, at least 3 feet away from the
This
corner.
should be where you're gonna put your bedside tables.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something on the outside. It won't let me do it.
Let's look at the outside. Let's see what's going on there. There are anti-OCD goblins in the wall.
God, can you imagine when like Home Depot figures out like AR home decoration and like you just hit a button and order all that shit from them? They are going to make an incredible amount of money.
Oh, you can remove the sticky shrubs.
Oh. So yeah, there's nothing out here. I don't know what the deal is. Probably just gonna have to accept this.
Okay.
I could try to let me try to clean the wall.
Yeah, maybe there's dirt in the way. I think there's dirt on the outside, but not on the inside. Based on our mini map. That's saying do a 4-wide window.
Didn't we try that? What did we do? What did we do? 3?
I think we did a 3-wide, I think. It's very dirty here. What crap. But they do have green triangles next to them, which means that they're thinking it looks better.
Oh, are they talking? I'm missing that.
Yeah, every now and then they'll say something.
I don't know. We'll try it one more time. I don't think that the dirt matters. Oh, I guess it was that.
Huh.
All right, you think that's it right there?
Yes, we got it now. Oh. What? What? Does it only work on one side? Go on the
No.
outside and see if it's a window.
No, there's a way I have to. cannot do it while holding something in my hands. What am I holding?
Change tool.
Hmm.
You need to open a hole, surely? I see, but I didn't think so because it looked like it was just a sticker.
No, it won't let me open a hole. There's a generally you have to like once you put something up, you have to then build it. But I'm not sure what tool.
Look it up.
Maybe the game hasn't taught me this yet.
Roo, stop licking your paw. Stop.
Need to remove the old material while the window... Oh, are you saying like now I can demolish this? Hey, that is how it works. Thank you.
Oh, that makes
Oh.
sense. You got to get code's approval to do that level of demolish.
Oh, let's look at it from the outside. Oh, there's dirt on it. Oh, that's beautiful.
Also, I would turn the lights on, but I've sold them. Do you want to think about lighting right now?
Sure. We need to
There's a-
replace the other door too, the bedroom door.
There's a whole lot of lights.
What's the theme of our home, you think?
The theme of our home is
Anti-work.
What?
it's digital nomads. It's a gay couple from Silicon
Okay.
Valley, right?
Okay. They're gonna buy a
They're-
one-bedroom house, alright.
Well, so here's what happened, right? They got completely FOMO'd on the meme stocks and got in right at the top and got crushed.
So
So
now they're living in rural Nebraska in one of these houses.
it's actually Wyoming. And because that's all they could afford. So it's them, it's Raul and Jenkins, and they have a very mildly retarded transgender adopted son, Arenthal. And it's going to be tough in the one bedroom, but they're going to make it work through love. So what kind of lighting would they want?
I kinda like that chandelier. Light and the dark chandelier. What colors does that come in? Can we do
So
like a crazy
many.
neon color?
So many colors.
Oh, oh no, I was thinking like we could do a neon color, but it doesn't look like that's an option.
Pink?
What's the pink look like? No, that ain't it.
Yeah, like, okay.
No, I ain't digging this.
All
I
right,
was
let's
hoping we
scroll.
could do crazy color.
We got a relax neon.
I think the neon signs are kind of cool. That's why I was trying to think of a modern light fixture.
Look at these like spaceship looking wall lamps.
Yeah, maybe they're Twitch streamers.
It looks
Everyone's
got
got
some,
those hexagon lights.
it's not quite Hello Kitty. Hedgehog.
Let's keep scrolling down. There's more.
Oh, here's
We
just
need to
like
look at overhead lights.
a basic circular light.
I think we can do something more special.
Okay.
I like that bola chandelier. Is that what that said? Scroll up again.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think that's
We'll
kind of cool.
take a look at that. There you go.
Yeah.
Got some color options. Just changes the ring around the base, it looks like.
Oh, do black on that.
You like a black
Yeah.
for the bedroom?
Yes.
Right?
Let's go.
Something like that?
Yes.
Oh, is that the raid back there?
That was the raid. Yeah, the raid. Apparently they have been trying to get this boss for a long time. It must have just happened. Put it toward like where I think where are we gonna put the bed? I guess is also a question. But
Well, I think that corner's it, right? I mean, look where the doors are.
Yeah. Okay. Should we start painting too?
All right, let's. Well, you want to go paint, wallpaper? What are you thinking?
I'm not doing wallpaper. That turns buyers off. Also, we need to clean that window. Look at it. It's disgusting.
Way ahead
The
of you.
spider web is so cozy.
Also, they don't ever paint these inside. I would paint this, right, or not?
Yeah, you would definitely paint that.
I don't know. All right, so paint. Let's take a look. Now there is a lot of paint. I don't know how I'm gonna like scroll and let you see
So
it.
we want the bedroom to be soothing and relaxing after a long, hard day of digital nomading.
All right, so here's our first set of paints. These are like brighter colors, I think.
I think we don't want to do orange or yellow. Babies cry more in yellow rooms. Fun fact.
Got really these really pop.
Gentle breeze is kind of nice, but let's keep scrolling down and see what other ones we've got.
Let's keep Gentle Breeze on the short list, and I'll skip all the wallpaper. These are like really like yellow, vibrant light colors. Here we have some more
soft
gentle.
mist. Yeah, horizon. A fresh morning. Those are pretty colors.
A shit ton of wallpapers, and then we have the pastels.
I don't like beige. There, I said it, chat. I'm not into beige.
And then I guess we have I don't know what you would call this subset. The creams.
Like warm. Yeah. Let's go back up to the sort of pale blues. Rue, stop licking your paw. Thank you.
Oh, why? Oh, yeah, she messed up her claw again, right?
Yeah, she did the other day, and it's healing fine, but she keeps licking it, so I have to keep swatting her. Trying to keep her from licking it and also let it air out a little bit.
Probably
I kind of
is.
like horizon or fresh morning.
I would go. I think Horizon's the way to go, right?
Yeah.
22 a gallon. It's one of the more expensive choices, but you know what? We can spend it. I'm gonna go ahead and get the large bucket. Well, should we get the large bucket? Are we gonna use this anywhere else?
I'm not sure yet. Maybe do a medium or small.
I think we're gonna end up using 2 mediums. Although that's only a small amount of waste.
Can you knock over the paint can by accident?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Also, this room's kind of a little bit murder scene serial killer-ish with just this amount of lighting.
Well, we're gonna put bedside tables up too.
Maybe we should.
Just overhead lighting is never nice.
Okay. Oh, you want to do lamps and shit. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So you can do what? So I can do 3 at a time. That's an unlock. You start out only able to do 1, and it's horrible. And as soon as you're like, "Fuck this," it's like, "All right, you can do 3," and you're like, "Oh." And that just
Maybe we
keeps
should
going.
have done a large. These old concrete walls just soak up the paint, you know? Oh, that's cheap. Do that little strip.
Yeah.
It's impressive that you're doing the edge work. Oh, you can paint the inside.
No, yeah, but their houses always have them not like that.
Oh,
I don't know
good
why.
point. None of the characters have made comments yet, but I'm sure as we continue to paint, that will change.
They might be waiting for us to finish it completely.
No, they've been making comments before now.
The game does have an awareness of 100% paint coverage because that you have to do that in your missions. I don't think we're gonna get away with 1 bucket.
Ah, I was hoping we would. I
might-
didn't know.
We might get away with a small. Oops. Also, you can't paint the windowsill. It's just part of the window you buy, which I would
Yeah.
like to be able to do that.
I think that was like an option. I think that's what it meant by like you could pick the color for it.
Right, that's the only way to change it, right? When you buy it.
Amazing how we just covered up that brick texture.
It could be a whole other mini game, like some of that furniture that you sold in the beginning. Just take that out in the yard, spray paint it white, bring it back in. I mean, that's what they do on the Discovery Channel.
Yeah, they just paint it white. What a clean home, says one of the potential buyers. It was Horizon, was the color.
I would say that woman has a low standard.
It's just the one room we've cleaned, and she's like, wow, it's totally different. I wish painting was this quick IRL.
It is if you use a paint sprayer, but it takes hours and hours and hours to set everything up to do a paint sprayer. But when you actually do that, it's very satisfying.
Okay, now do we want to think about flooring?
I kind of like this pale wood color. Maybe we could do that elsewhere in the house so that all the flooring's cohesive. Oh, now there's some of them are saying it's very dirty here, and what crap. I think the bathroom and kitchen are still pretty.
I think we do have this flooring throughout. Oh no, the kitchen has this.
Did you just sell your door?
It was broken.
Oh, it was the broken door, okay.
This tile is awful.
Yeah, we gotta remove that.
Yeah. Oh, look at there. We got this. This hood is still here. Should probably just sell that.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you on a hike and you came back and your husband surprised you by painting every room in your house bright green? I probably wouldn't be super pleased. If it was like an okay kind of springy green, it might not bother me as much, but I wouldn't love it because we don't have anything else green in our house. Oh.
God damn it. All our profits going into misplaced doors. That looks right to me. That looks wrong. Oh my God.
You moved it back at the last second. It's got to be like so it looks slightly unflush.
Oh, because it's the door jamb is meant to come forward.
I guess so.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, because the trim is already on there. That's what I'm not looking at. Right. So you want to keep these floors? I guess this is.
I kind of like the floor in there.
This is pretty much our room then.
Yeah. Pre furniture and staging, yes.
You want to do that first? You want to move on and just get the whole house finished out?
Yeah, I think let's finish the rest of the house. We'll need to figure out outlet placement, but we can do that after we stage it. Or while we're staging, I guess.
So we got a pretty good idea what we're going to do with the bathroom here. It's just a matter of putting our toilet and our shower and our sink in here. What are we thinking about? Is this going to be tile?
Oh, did something get on our new door already? There's shit all over it.
Fucking
Ew.
poltergeist.
Ugh.
What is that?
I don't know. Oh, it's an outlet. Can you sell it? Just put it under the sink there.
Actually, you can't put it. That's not right. If it's going to be with the sink, it's got to be above the sink, right?
I would think.
Oh wait, that's a light switch. What?
Why was it on the floor?
I don't know. Anyway, are you thinking tile on the walls, tile on the floor? I don't know. Where are we going with this?
Let's everyone loves subway tile, and it's clean and classic, and certainly not stained and disgusting like all this is. How do you do tile work in this game? I wonder.
I will show you. It's great. It took me a long time to figure out. I had to Google it, and even then, I was like, "What are you telling me?" And it's just because I didn't realize I unlocked a new tool. Tile. All right. here we go.
Oh, you wanted to do the green. I think the green's a little strong, personally.
The ceramic cyan.
Yeah.
All right, well, listen, we don't have to do that right away. We'll go look at these with like the little line running through them. That's
Which
bold.
one?
Ceramic
kinda like
tile,
that.
2 shades of green, or 2 shades of blue.
I like the 2 shades of blue. Maybe that's the color scheme of the house, is like pale
Ooh,
blues.
purple whirls is bold.
Maybe a little too bold for the buyer since we're doing a generic buyer.
Got the ceramic gray and white, which is what I think we had in there. Gray square. I got some patterns down here. We got a nice orange.
Ooh, I like the gray square for the floor.
Ceramic tiles, gray square with the thing in the middle.
Yeah, I think that'd look cool in the floor. It'd look kind of like a historical floor, you know? Sometimes you see that.
I don't know if this is floor or wall.
I think you could probably do both, right? You're getting the gay couple galore already? I don't think you can pick your buyer that closely.
I think
Oh,
this
how
is.
does it work?
I think this might be a wall.
Oh. Oh, are they not the same?
I don't think so.
That's weird.
Well, it'll make sense when you see how you have to do it. Let's see.
Okay.
We want.
You just put tile in, yeah. Oh, floor lamps, of course.
Nah, there's another way, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's in the paint section. I'm sorry. Okay, you're right. So this is a different menu. I'll look for that square, but I don't. Oh, maybe they will have it down here. They got some of this other shit.
Hmm.
Oh, here it is. Gray square.
Maybe it was just a different type of tile.
Four,
Oh, yeah, it looks different.
$4.21 a square. Not cheap.
What's it? You're making it look nice in here.
Oh, that must be per meter square, because this is only going to cost us
Oh.
$21.
I would retile my entire house if that was the case.
That's interesting.
Okay, but that's fine. Let's we should probably scrub some more, right? Get some more dirt out.
Now let's get the walls up first, because it's easier to see.
That's true. Do we want to do like a tiled shower and then do like regular walls, or do we want to do tile all over the walls?
Well, that's a good question. Do we want to go ahead and put the shower in that case and see what we're working with?
Yeah, let's put the shower in first.
Okay.
Oh.
Here's what we got.
I kind of like the black one, the one with the black frame, the best.
The Benton.
No, down.
The mountable shower.
Yeah. That looks the most modern of those 4.
2 doors.
Mm. You can enter toilet side or sink side.
Shit.
You're in the corner. You're in the yeah.
Nah,
you need to...
you gotta.
Oh, what the hell?
There's a mini game.
No, that's the sink. You're putting it on the wrong one.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do them all.
Oh.
Oh, this one's already done.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what are you? Oh, you have to assemble it. Wow.
And you just click things. But they went to a lot of trouble to make it accurate.
Wow.
I'm sure the 100th time is not as much fun. But you also get unlocks that make this faster.
This is a level of detail I wouldn't have expected from this game. I'm gonna have to send this to one of my friends who loves these kind of things.
This does seem like an exemplary of this kind of game.
Yeah. Well, it's like my friend always loved playing Sims growing up, but she just liked to like decorate houses and stuff. She would probably really like this.
I get the feeling that like when they developed this, they really dialed back like the really tedious stuff, and then when the game took off, that's when they started like adding back the mini games and stuff. They're like, oh, people don't mind this really, really tedious stuff, and we're doing well. Let's put it back in, and it's like,
I think that's just baked into the skin. All right, what kind of tile are we gonna throw in around this shower?
marble.
Oh, let's search for marble.
Luxurious.
No marble.
We're only getting our tile from Big Lots. No.
Granite, brick, eclipse brick. More bricks.
Granite's not a great shower material because it's hard to seal.
Tread plate.
What is that?
I think that's like, the metal that has the tread on it so you don't slip.
Oh,
like,
well, that's too industrial.
Yeah, like an oil rig.
Yeah.
Ceramic tiles, scarlet ceramic tiles. There's
It
the
would be
green
kind of
ones.
cool if the shower looked like an industrial wash station. I mean, if I could like close the door and hit a button and then just it auto power washes me clean. That would be pretty cool.
Wouldn't even have to buy shampoo anymore.
That Benton shower is one of those with like all the different sprayers, and you have to install them all individually.
The light blue rectangle is kind of nice.
Okay.
I can't picture it easily. Like I'm not sure how that works. So
$104 is
ooh,
quite a bit more expensive than the floor.
what? Oh, it's like a paint can. I understand. Package of tiles would be useful.
Hmm?
Should we do the whole wall, you think?
It's your call.
Wet bathroom? Well, how much do we got?
Not enough to do the whole place. We'll have to buy probably 2 more pallets.
Hmm.
But listen, I'm fine to spend money on our house here.
Let's do it
Listen,
right.
I mean, fucking
Let's do it
Raul
right.
and Jenkins, they're really good friends of mine, and I wouldn't want them to feel bad after they buy this house.
Let's do it right.
And little Renthal, God bless him. I love him, but I don't like being around him because he slobbers on me a lot. But I wish the best for him.
He's one of the
put a
people
towel
that
rack in here.
he's a loud breather. Again, that's a thing from RimWorld. Oh, creepy breathing.
Oh yeah, they would get angry about that. It's like, oh, I don't want to be around that guy because he breathes loud. So much detail in that game.
Yeah, he definitely is that. And the hormone treatments are not helping that, let me tell you. But you're not allowed to bring that up, so. It's going to lead to some weird, well, I know from a fact that it already leads to a lot of weird moments with the rental, but having as small as this place is, and the transparent shower.
Oh yeah. You know, I was just thinking, should we put in a frosted glass window for the bathroom, or do you think it's okay that it's just open?
Well, I think we've made our decision. I mean, look, at the
Those
end of the
tiles
day.
do not drive. They don't. The floor doesn't match the blue.
Oh, listen.
It's
We
secretly bothering me, but
are we gonna
it's
go over
okay.
budget on our first room?
I know. Maybe we should have just stuck with that wood floor throughout the whole house.
Look, inside of the windows, they don't do them. Also,
People
it costs a whole charge to do those
just to
little.
do these little tiny sections. Oh, there you go.
You don't like the floor?
I don't know that the floor matches the blue tile we put in. And I like the blue tile. I don't know that the floor makes sense.
All right. I mean, listen, I really want Raul to love this house. So let's take a look at flooring. What is there anything
Maybe
in
we do-
particular you're looking at?
Maybe we do like the. Can we do like the wood floor, like what we have in the bedroom?
I don't know which one that is. Do you think that's light wood Vapora French nut?
I don't think so. I think our floor is like a pine.
Okay. Just gonna look for wood grain.
We could just do plain white, I guess, but. Oh yeah, floor panel pine. I think is similar to what we have in the bedroom.
When you want to do that?
Screw it. Wood on toilet. It's fake wood, chat. I wonder if the game will punish us for that. Like, are we supposed to know the water capabilities? I'm not gonna like this. Yeah, I don't like that.
Oh my god.
As soon as you put it in your hand, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna like it.
We just spent $30.
Ah,
That's definitely that matches.
it does match. Yeah, we'll leave it.
Because listen, I mean, Raul is going to pick this apart on Twitter if we get it wrong.
Well, you know, we'll have to just figure out a way to make it work.
The man has an
What
acid
vanities
time.
have we got?
Okay, we can do like a full width. I don't know if we have room for that.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
Probably have to do a slim one. Here we got this little like basin.
That one's kind of cool. I don't know that I like the wood tone. Is there other colors for it?
We can just do just a standard like gas station restroom bolted to the wall.
Not in love with that. What's the one next to it that's green? Or does it come in other colors?
Oh, so many. Can do the edge color
wow.
and the door color.
Wow. Oh, we could do a darker color to match the doors if we wanted.
So like a
Or black. Oh, just do black, I think.
I don't know if I have wood. I have dark wood. Black. Oh, there we go. Black. Okay, that's more of like a glossy. What about the doors?
Also do them black.
They can be different colors.
Yeah, I don't like that. I hate that. Boy, I really hates it.
Okay. This looks classy. Oh no.
Too big. No.
We might have to do just the prison sink.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a small bathroom. That's about what I'd expected.
Maybe this one will be slim enough. What do you like in terms of colors here? Let's see. Do we have a black? We got like some darker stuff. Oh, there we go. Black wood.
Yeah. Black to match the shower.
Black on black doors.
Yeah.
Okay, that fits. Do we do right up against the wall or a little bit over?
It should be centered on that wall, if it can be. Because we have to put a mirror there, too.
Nah, it's one way or the other. See?
I would put it closer to the wall then. Oh, you have to assemble, of course.
Also, if I didn't unscrew that plug, it wouldn't let me place it. That took me forever. Put the... Oh, no. I just made a water puddle, and I don't know how to clean up a water puddle.
Why would you do that?
Because it lets you build it out of order. It didn't let me build it out of order the other time.
What? Oh, there we go.
Oh, we don't have to see the water puddle because... Yeah, nice.
No problem for future us. Whoever owns this house, can we put a mirror in above that?
Yes. Also, there's like little... I think language differences here. What is a... is it called a pout? They call beanbag chairs something crazy.
Poof?
Poof, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, instead of vanity, it's just mirror. Okay. Pretty basic stuff. Just basically what kind of frame do you want? And you can't change the frame colors?
The bottom mirror looks okay.
Just mirror?
Yeah, I think that's fine. Let's keep it classy and at least give them a frame. A lot of times mirrors don't even come with frames in houses. We'll do a black frame on it.
Black frame?
Match the shower and the vanity.
Again, it has to be either close to the wall or close to the door.
Close to the wall, because that's what we did with the sink. I'd move it down a little bit too.
You can't because see where the...
Oh,
The
I
model.
hate that. Wow, that's... Oh, wow, that really bothers me.
I mean, I could try. I don't think it'll... Yeah, see, it's... That's as low as it goes.
Too tall. It is too tall. I figured you could put it behind the thing like a normal human being.
Nope.
Yeah, remove that. Just get rid of it.
We just spent money on it.
It was
How much was it?
$19. It was $19.
We're getting 15 back. Wow.
Listen, I assumed, like a normal person, you would be able to hang it behind the faucet.
We started today, I think, with $39,000. Or maybe it was more.
No, it was 39. Look at one that's not as tall. We need to do one that's short.
We have this little one here. Oh, it's a smart mirror.
Oh. That's awful low price for a smart mirror.
It's Chinese. I guess... Oh, that's... It doesn't maintain the search.
Yeah,
We
you have
got
to look
like
up.
old-fashioned mirror. It's got a light on it.
It's still too tall, I think. See, yeah, you can't look at measurements. Like, there's no way to look at it in the space.
No, here under it. It's in meters though.
Oh yeah, I don't know what that means in comparison to the door. We need one. Maybe the scroll up again. It's like a hexagon mirror. Diamond mirror.
Demon.
Demon, yeah.
Oh, it's kind of classy.
Oh.
It's like some Marvel Universe shit.
I
What
would do a
color-
black frame to match the shower.
Yeah, it's just like staring into the void. Oh, it's too big.
Is it? It's so annoying.
Well, at least we don't have to spend that money.
Yeah. Do they not have one that's tiny? That's strange, isn't it? I guess there's just a. I guess we might have to just go with this plain mirror. That's the mirror module.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, that's. For fuck's sake, it's the size of one tile.
Oh, maybe I can drag it.
Can you?
Mirror module. I bet that's what that means.
Is it like the other
Oh.
thing where if you roll the mouse, stuff happens?
I can just build it.
I guess that's what we gotta do. It's off. Oh my gosh. Chat. Oh, you can pick it up.
Okay, well
Okay.
that's not the solution. I wish the search would persist. Wooden mirror doesn't give measurements though.
Yeah, it's completely arbitrary. I'm not sure how to tell.
Let's just preview it. What color do you... Black again, I guess?
Yeah.
Too big.
Maybe these people don't deserve a mirror.
Listen. Raul needs a mirror. Do you know how much time that man spends in the bathroom? Did we try the Lita?
I don't think so. That one's awful expensive. I wonder why.
Oh, that's perfect.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, look. Oh, it's because it doesn't have any depth.
Okay, I say you can actually put it behind this, which is what you would do normally, right?
So what is this good right here?
Or you have it right there, yeah, because it lines up with the tile on the top. Oh, and it's got a light behind it. Even better.
I think I moved the light switch.
You did. We should probably put that light switch on that wall because otherwise it's behind the door when you open it from the kitchen.
Just realized, are we going to have to put a 3-way light switch in the bathroom so that you can open it? You can turn the light on from any door that you open?
I don't know if we have that level of complexity, but we might. Okay, time for a toilet.
Yep. There's still dirt beside the sink. We'll get to that.
There's only 2 rows of toilets.
I don't care. I have no opinion. Whatever one's cheapest.
Well, this is going to be a toilet that 3 men use heavily. So I like this big robust looking one over here.
That said toilet fatty, but it's toilet flatty.
Do you care about the seat cover? We got
Just do
marble.
white.
Just white.
Gotta do just white. Anything else starts to look dated. Like black toilets from the 80s.
All right.
Beautiful. Oh, can we put a towel bar up? Is that an option? What's that called?
Do you want a
I want it on
steam
the-
heated towel rack?
Just a towel rack is fine, but we need to put one up next to the shower there. When I moved into this house, they didn't have like toilet paper holders or towel racks anywhere. We had to buy some and mount them.
Looks like we got light colored metal and dark colored metal.
Dark color.
What do you like?
Oh, we can actually be other colors. Let's black or gray, I think.
Hmm?
Can we put it in the middle?
I don't know what you mean in the middle. Like more here?
No. Like, yeah, like in those middle of those 2 tiles. You're almost perfect.
Right there.
Yeah.
Man, that's quite a reach from here with the door in the way.
That'll be fine.
I don't want them to fall. Because if they fall, their eye is going right into the corner of that sink.
Yeah, they are tiny, aren't they? It's strange.
Okay, now we need some lighting for our bathroom.
We need one with a fan, right? Light with fan.
Oh, I don't know if they have that.
Gotta have a light with a fan. Poop fan.
Oh, we got some carpet. Look at these carpets.
Oh.
Looks like we have an oscillating fan and a ceiling fan, and that's it.
Oh. Just put in light, I guess.
We got like these ceiling lamps.
Oh yeah, maybe just do a plain one in here, because, I mean, you don't need anything fancy for a bathroom.
What color? Black?
Yeah.
Just doing one in the middle?
Or I would do the...
One over the shower, right?
No. I would just do one over the top. Why would
Just-
you put it over the shower?
So you can see what you're washing.
I've never
Most
had
showers-
a shower where...
Your shower
Where
doesn't
it
have
has
a light over top of it? Like mine is independently controlled.
No. There's an overhead light and there's a light over the vanity.
Chat. Shower lights are a thing, right?
Maybe in fancy showers.
Try vent.
Oh, it's mixed. Some people are saying no, some people are saying yes. We've
Oh,
got
we
a
got-
light, I think, behind the mirror.
Yeah, we do have vent. Ventilation grill.
Oh,
But it's
look,
separate.
scroll down. Big square. So I think we need that, right, for a bathroom?
It won't
That's
let me
what that's
mount it on the
for,
ceiling.
right?
It won't let me.
Oh.
I can mount it on the wall.
What's it for? Huh.
Should
Do you
we
have
mount
to
it?
have that?
No, we don't have to have it.
Oh,
$7.
Yeah, let's save $7 here.
Okay. Back to our
You
original
going back
light
to
then.
subscribed? Thank you. Yeah, the light we had before.
I'm doing one over the shower. Come on. We'll do one over the shower, and then
That's
one
so weird.
over the door. Not bad.
Pretty. Is there any trash in there? I think there's not any dirt. There might be a little bit.
Let me zoom in on the mini map here.
We haven't had any comments from the crowd of potential buyers for a while. Oh, it's the water probably under the sink, right?
I can't move the sink because it's bolted in, I guess. I don't know what's causing that.
Maybe it's on the kitchen side. Your vent doesn't have a light built into it. Yeah, mine does. It doesn't seem like that's the way it works in this game. Oh, there's a frying pan there. We
Oh,
can
I
sell
bet
that.
this is it.
Oh, one of the guys says, "Come on and clean up in here."
What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, it'll be way easier once we get
We have to put heat back in, right? Too.
clean walls. All right. Yeah, let's do radiator in here. Which I believe is the only
Type of heat.
Uh, yeah, only choice. $560.
Whew.
It doesn't fit.
For fuck's sake. Well, maybe we don't need to put it in the bathroom. Just be cold in here. We need to put it in the bedroom, though, right? And in the living room?
Oh,
There was
you-
one in the bedroom
you want-
previously.
Well, where are we gonna put the bed? It's gonna have to be on one of these two walls. The radiator, I think. I don't think it'll
Well,
fit.
let's look at the beds first, then, right? We'll move the
Oh.
power outlets.
These big 4 posters here.
Oh,
Oh, we got a like a fold-away bed. That could be good for a house this small.
I don't think that. Well, it'll cover our window though.
Bunk beds. They have talked about maybe wanting to try those just so they don't have to explain certain things to a rental yet or ever.
They don't have a lot of beds, do they?
Oh, these are bedside.
Oh. Oh, look at that. Look at the one with the blue. Oh, it's boys' beds. That's probably for a child, right? We need one that's an adult bed.
Well, we need one that.
I like that. I like that striped bedspread.
We need one for 3.
You're not putting 3 beds in here. That's not going to work for a one bed.
No, I'm saying 3 people in one bed because there's only one place in this house to sleep. Maybe a sofa.
The double bed Dora is not bad.
You like that?
Yeah.
We only have a little bit more to scroll.
I'll keep scrolling, I guess, since we'll see. Do some of these just not come with bedspreads?
I do like the Dora. Let's take a look at our options there.
Oh, I do white or black.
I don't think we have white, do we? No.
Not really.
It's pretty big. Right there?
No, you don't put it in the corner. We're going to have to put a radiator, remember?
That's as far out we can go for the door. And then we can't really put...
Put it under the window there. There you go. Oh.
I can't tell if it's that.
It needs to go to the right a little bit. There you go.
Huh?
I think that's it. Now I can sleep peacefully. Oh, some people are saying 1 bedroom. Double bed fits me well. It would be nice to have a desk near the bed, says someone. We should put a desk in there.
A desk?
Let's see if we can get a radiator.
We're definitely not getting a desk in there.
There's like 2 or 3 buyers who are students, it looks like. Which, who knew students could afford to buy houses?
Oh, I have to do the radiator plumbing. Which is so expensive. Right under the window?
Yeah. Maybe we'll put a tiny desk in there. That might be rough, but...
Nobody commented on having heat.
Yeah, no one's excited about that. What about a dresser? Ooh, that's a good point. We might be able to do... Let's look at dressers. They might be able to fit it between these 2 doors here. I'm not sure how thick they'll be.
It's gonna have... Well, they look like some slim ones here. Not much choices. Not sure if they're all gonna be called dresser. Let's go for...
wardrobe.
Bedroom.
-5.8 was on the table.
Bedroom. Wardrobes. Yeah, okay, wardrobes. These are much bigger.
Maybe we put a desk out in the common area and not in the bedroom.
Dressing tables. Here's like a little tiny chest of drawers.
That might work.
Black.
Yeah. Black or white. Yeah, black is the bed. The bed is black.
Oh, look at it. Oh, you know what? We can fit this over here.
Yeah, we put it next to the bed. There we go.
Sleek. Should we put a lamp on it?
Yes, absolutely. Chat saying desk. We'll do a desk in a second, chat.
We got this basic metallic looking lamp, and then we got this really simple lamp.
The
thing.
simple lamp's kind of nice.
You like this one?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be anything fancy. Just something to like give you the idea, right? Do we get? I wonder if we get to keep our decor items.
What color shade?
I do white.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay. Desk, is that what we're looking at next?
Yeah, yeah, because I think 2 different buyers mentioned they wanted a desk.
Guess these little ones might fit over there. Here's a really basic looking one. It might be too wide though. This looks really small. Computer desk.
Yeah, see if that'll work.
What color? Let me
White.
guess. Why?
No, do white. Yeah, do white. Going off script. Because
This
that
is-
leg is black.
It just looks like an office.
Whatever, they're students. They don't have high class. Give them a beanbag chair. A
Gamer
throne.
chair. I bet they've got a gamer chair.
The little mini office
Oh.
chair was nice.
There it is. Gamer chair. Mini
Oh.
office chair. Oh, here we go. I see what you're saying. Black.
Yeah, it's too black. They don't have a lot of like super bright colors in anything, which is a little meh. Maybe our next house we do something really crazy. Oh, we could put that relaxed neon sign above above the office area. Well, let's look at the rest of that. We haven't even done the kitchen yet.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think the bedroom is the right place for it.
Oh. Why would you put it on this wall? It's too wide.
It's perfect.
Not a bad picture, says one of the buyers.
So.
Why would you not put that above the desk? Wow, that's gonna bother me.
Oh my god.
It's just like it's right up. It's flush with the window. Just put it above the desk.
Are we gonna put a computer on the desk?
No, but I don't know. Make sure it's below where the door frame is. It shouldn't be above the door frame.
Huh?
Up one more.
Flush with the door frame?
Yeah.
Centered on the
There you
desk
go.
or centered
Yeah,
in the
centered on the desk. That's better.
Okay.
Much better.
What were you
Okay.
suggesting the next thing we had was? Oh, the neon
don't-
sign, the relax.
Yeah, we don't have to do that right away. Let's we need to work on the other rooms.
Okay, you want to go well, we got the bathroom.
I think the bathroom's close to done. I think we need to do the kitchen.
It's still pretty dark in here.
But you don't want your bedroom to be really bright.
Let's go ahead and put the lighting in the kitchen so we can see what we're doing. So what do you got in mind for kitchen lights?
I like those Oh, you know, is there like a not necessarily track lighting, but something that's kind of like long and narrow? Since this kitchen's kind of long and narrow.
I think we would just end up having to put them in a series ourselves.
No. Scroll back up. There was one that was kind of long and narrow.
Fluorescence. We can do just classic fluorescence.
Oh, no.
Long and narrow. Like this, maybe? The Komodo? Commando?
I can't really see that. Click on it. I mean, that's kind of the style, though. I was thinking of where it's
This
like a long one.
hangs.
Yeah, I don't know that makes sense for a kitchen, but that's kind of a cool light, but I don't know if that's what we want in here.
Okay. We also have like
It's, what's that called? Forget the name of that, but it's a
This-
certain type of light.
this is I guess like a little bit nicer fluorescent.
We're not doing fluorescent. Zillow simulator. This is exactly what that is.
Halogen circular. I think those are low profile. Yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. Maybe we do a row of those.
You're going to be mad at me if I don't get that perfectly in line.
You're not wrong.
Let's go to the bottom first. Oh, what is this? That's interesting. Is that just blasting light out of the other side? Is that what's going on there?
Can't tell.
Maybe this is something like you're talking about. This hangs.
Yeah, that's not bad. Let's again, because this kitchen is very like galley style, so we should have a light that complements that.
All right, what color you want? I can't really tell much difference. Oh yeah, there you go.
Just the top. I don't think it matters. I would do one of the darker colors, but
So now you want to do this orientation?
no, with yeah, there you go. So
How many of these do we want to do?
No, I think the lag got me there. It should be the lengthwise. Rotate it again.
You want just one?
Well, let's see how much light that gives us first.
I don't really know how to center this. Guess I'll try to center it on this wall first.
Yeah.
Maybe that. And then bring it out to about right there.
Yeah. Why isn't increase the driving? I don't own this game. I might after the stream.
Oh, I did not get that anywhere near the middle, but that you get some idea of the light.
It's not bad. That's pretty good light. We could do some task lighting under the cabinets once we get them in.
Do you want to keep just one of these?
Yeah, I think for now.
This is gonna work. This is going to be perfect, even though it's off center, because you're going to have the cabinets and stuff on the other wall. And you can move it.
It's not a bad idea. Okay, well, we got light to work with. We can always reposition that. So let's talk about tile.
That pan needs to, yeah.
Yeah, that's got to go.
Look at this. Look at the shadow this thing creates up here.
We could paint. Let's paint 3 of the walls, and then the walls behind the cabinets maybe tile it.
So the internal wall.
Yeah,
is
the
gonna be
internal wall
tile?
will be tile. Yeah.
Do we want to look at
That's where
paint?
your backsplash would be.
Do we want paint first or tile first?
Let's look at tile options first, because it doesn't have as many colors. Maybe this is the room we do our green in. The green tile you liked.
Let me try to find that. Oh, I've got the hiccups.
Oh no.
This.
There you go. Yeah, that's the color you wanted. No. That's cyan. You wanted green. That's not the one.
Oh.
Unless, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
You wanted the
disgusting.
light green.
It's also 64.51. I'm guessing again per meter. Let's see if we can change that. English?
I don't think there's an option for that. Broken glass instead of cockroaches. That's funny.
Disappointing. Not inclusive, chat. Wait a minute. Do I still have... Oh, I still had some of those blue ones. Oh, you keep them. That's nice.
Huh. Maybe I'm wondering if we get to keep the furniture after we flip.
No, it's included in the house, I'm sure. Why would it be here?
Well, that's what they do IRL when they flip houses. They just put furniture in for funsies.
Where would we store it? We've only got that little shed. All right. Do we want to think about appliances first?
Probably. So we know where we're going to put stuff. I'm saying there's dirt in a few places. That's so weird.
It won't let me move these outlets.
Maybe those are permanent.
I'll have to sell them. I can't reposition them. Right. So appliances then?
Yes.
Furniture, kitchen. Oh, okay. We have like full sets. Sinks.
Yeah, I have
Cabinets.
no way of knowing how big some of this stuff is.
Oh, look at these brightly colored ones.
Kind of fun for the 50s vibe.
And we have two-tone versions of those. And so many color options.
I'll do the lighter wood because we've got... Oh, are we going to do the light wood in here too? On the floor, you think?
I don't know.
I kind of like the light wood. Yeah. Beach.
Well, okay. Look at all these. Look at all these options.
So many.
Let's do them one at a time. Base. Dark base. Or light color base to match the doors.
Do beach.
Okay. Beach.
Yeah.
Beach doors.
Yes.
Drawer.
I would keep all of the drawer faces.
Beach.
Yes.
Handles.
I would do a dark color for the handle
Dark.
to match our light fixture.
Black. The leftmost door.
Why is it black? Is that
It
for
gets
an
to be
appliance?
different. I think that's a dishwasher, right?
Oh, it isn't. It's an appliance. Oh, they don't have a fun color like the green, do they?
Well, they got this pink.
Yeah, but our tile is green. That'll look weird. I would do the gray, I think. Or dark is fine.
Silver, is that what you mean? I think silver looks good.
Yeah, I'll do silver.
Okay, and then the tabletop.
I don't think we want anything with pattern because we've got the pattern backsplash.
Marble. Gray marble. Snowy. Brown. Black granite is maybe the most solid color.
Yeah, because I don't want to compete with the green tile.
Okay. Now we got the sink color. That's the interior of the sink. A black interior sink. That's kind of weird, isn't it?
I've never seen that.
I think light really is the only
Light
thing that
makes more sense, yeah.
And then the faucet.
I would do that black to match the handles, the hardware.
And then this is not going to fit, so we did all that for nothing.
Oh.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, look. I have to put a fixture in. Are we going to try to center this or leave room for a cabinet?
No,
We have to have room for the
Fridge.
stove. Yeah, stove and a
Fridge.
fridge. This might be too big.
We're definitely
We
not
might just
getting a stove and a fridge in here. A dishwasher is probably ambitious for this house.
Yeah, we can't do a dishwasher, I don't think.
Okay, so that was all for nothing.
All right. Good start.
Bathroom. No, not bathroom.
In the kitchen.
Furniture. Kitchen. So let's do something less ambitious.
Where's the small shit?
We got this like little tiny just sink by itself.
Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here.
Cupboards. We got
I like
individual
the modern
cupboards.
style. Yeah, we don't have enough space to do a whole set like that.
We got some shelving. There's no chance we have room for shelving.
No.
Oh, look at these little slim refrigerators.
Maybe that's where we start. Is maybe we do our fridge and stuff first.
Okay, do you want to... I mean, these are all the same. It just seems like they got different color schemes going on.
Yeah, I would do white or black, I think. The pink
Pastel.
would
Oh,
be
we can
cool in a
do...
different
We can
color.
start with dark light, pastel, or custom? Gustum?
Gustum?
Is that wood panel?
Don't do wood panel because we'll probably do wood floor in here.
Where do you want to start?
Do white or gray.
Light color, I guess, then?
Yeah.
White... Okay, the base... I don't... Oh, that's the bottom, the very bottom. What do you like there? Light? Light all the way? Oh, we can
Sure.
change the 2 doors are different.
Huh.
How exciting. Here's
Oh, but look. It can be green. We could make this a beautiful green kitchen. It'll match the tile.
all green,
Yeah.
green base.
Yeah. Does the green match the tiles? That's a good question. As soon as we get it out, it probably won't.
I think it does.
Oh, it's not. It's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty close.
Are we putting it
Peridot.
over here on the right?
Yeah. That way, you take a poop in the middle of the night, and it's like, I need to refill, and then you just pop right in.
You know what's going to be annoying though is if you open the fridge door and somebody comes through the other door, it's just going to wham.
I don't think so, because look how small it is. It might just barely overlap. But that can open inward as well. It's so tiny, though.
I love it.
I wonder if we can fit anything over top of it. Okay, so
Put
next
plants up there.
we will go back to kitchen.
We need a stove.
Do we want to try to get a stove as a set? Probably need to build our cupboards custom just to make the most of our room.
Yeah, probably.
Here we go. Built-in oven. Oh, so again, we have light, dark, pastel, and wood panel.
Start with light because that's what we did last time, and then we got that amazing green color.
You got green. You can do base green, so that's the back and the bottom, which we won't see. Oh, we got a countertop on it.
Mmm.
Then we have details, which that's the knobs and shit, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. I would do whatever it starts with, the silver, I guess.
Light. Then color is looks like the control panel area. So we can do
Silver's fine.
like a silver. Then the drawer, that's the bottom.
Make it green. Anything we can do green on.
The handle, I think silver works for that. And then the tabletop. Mostly we have marbles. Pure white. And then like a dark, fucked up marble. Blood marble.
Blood marble. Not with the green.
This is going to be our countertop choice going forward, I guess, right? So.
Yeah. I would just do plain white, maybe, if we can.
This is regular white right here.
Oh, never mind. Oh, okay, there we go. That's good. I thought you were gonna do the tan. I was like, ooh, the tan's ugly. Let's do that.
Right next to the fridge?
Maybe on the other side, in the other corner.
That's right, because you would not want your stove next to your fridge. That would be a terrible idea. That would just be punishing your fridge. Now, we have to pray that
we could find a sink that will fit there.
Or that everything in the middle actually adds up to a flush fit.
That doesn't look like a stove. That looks like just that doesn't look like a stove. It looks like just an oven module.
Well, there's no range. You could probably get a separate range. Let's see what we got here.
No, I think that is a separate range. There's no... Yeah, that's just an oven. There's no stove. What is stove?
The range is the thing on top.
Oh.
So we got this thing.
Wood. It's a wood burner.
Maybe stove instead of range will...
Oven. The stove top. There you go.
Burner top.
That's what we need.
We'll put this... Yeah. We can put this on top of whatever we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do we want to... I guess cabinets?
We need the same kind of style as our appliances that has that same cool green color. Or white, I guess.
So... whatever this is... light color. Huh?
There it is.
Oh, two different sizes. Oh, we can
Oh, is
put
there
the
a narrow?
handle, put the handle on the right or the left.
Oh,
Which one you like?
um, the fridge is on. It opens toward the bathroom, so it should match the fridge, right? We don't want it to go against it.
And do we like that color handle, or do we want to go dark? I think we went
Let's try.
light on the furniture on the other one, didn't we?
I think so.
This is pretty small. Look how
Oh
small
wow,
this
it's
is.
really tiny. That's not gonna.
Oh,
It's not.
that's for the wall.
That's
So it's
above.
only
Oh,
above.
I kind of want to do open shelving for the top.
All right, well, let's try to find something else then.
How do you find the?
Furniture, kitchen,
Gregula says good night, have a good evening.
counter.
too.
Counter is what we want, I think, right?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes more sense, doesn't it?
Wait, how did that return nothing?
Countertop, maybe.
Oh, I see. We got submenus over here. Functional cabinets, electronic equipment, hanging cabinets, hanging kitchen sets, standing
Standing
cabinets.
cabinet.
Is that what we want?
Yeah.
So if it says light color, we can probably turn it green. Custom light colored cupboard with drawers. Do you like that?
Would that be appropriate storage, you think?
Drawers, probably not.
Yeah.
Oh, here we
need
go. Here we
drawers.
go. There's two cabinet with a drawer.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Green all the way? Or should the drawer
Yep.
be something different?
No, it should all just be hideous green all
What
the way
about
through.
what about the tabletop? White?
Yeah, it's fine.
Now
That's a
that-
corner piece, says chat. Is it? It looks fine to me. Oh. Oh no. Oh, it's fine.
Oh yeah. No, that is a corner piece because the right side is meant to go in a corner. Look at the bottom.
Oh. Was that marked and we just didn't see it?
Then how would you do it on the other side? Okay, standing cabinet. Let's go back. We'll find something else. As long as it says light color, I think we can do... Here's the bigger sets. Oh, this is hanging. So we could do the top in green. Hanging standing cabinets. Drawers. These look like the corner pieces.
It doesn't. Oh, they do say corner in the description.
Yeah, what we had was not a corner. Here's little ones. Little like one-piece ones we could do. Let's see what these look like.
That would be better so we could fit a sink in.
Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Pure white. Is that what we had before?
Yeah.
No,
on the
no,
stove
we
we had pure white.
we did just white. That's different.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can make little tiny sections here.
That'll work.
Do we want to go ahead and do that, or
Should we get a sink first, do you think?
let's try a sink? That way we can just fill in any little mistakes.
As you do.
Light color sink, we can make this green.
Perfect.
The tabletop should be white. What about the sink itself? Light colored.
Sure.
And the faucet?
I like
black
the faucet black, yeah.
Not terrible.
Works.
Now we just want to try to slide. We could put two of those little wood cabinets in here, or we got to try to put the range somewhere, right?
The range can go over the stove, right? Because it's just cabinet space.
I don't know if it'll just sit.
You chroma key the whole kitchen. That's the idea.
It's not centered, is it? It's just right here, I guess.
Sure.
It works.
Yeah.
You can go right to your sink. You have 0 counter space to work with here.
Yeah, it's perfect. Well, so I was thinking, so we have we put the counter space next to the kitchen, so that way, you get your vegetables out of the fridge, you chop them, you rinse them off. Actually, you should probably do it the other way around, and then you just throw them on the oven.
So, do we go back to?
Should we do one wide one or one narrow one, or two narrow one rather?
How about this one that has a drawer and 2 doors?
Yeah. So they can put their silverware in the top, and then all 3 dishes in the bottom.
We don't have a perfect fit.
That might just be the closest it gets, right? Nothing can be perfect.
We could.
We move the fridge so it's like a little closer, centered between the wall and that.
We could put the fridge right up, like flush with it. Then you got that little corner over there.
Put your broom. Yeah.
Okay. Now it's time to do either the rest of the walls or the floor.
Let's paint.
Oh, you know what? Let's throw a radiator in here, right?
Oh, right. Looks like a normal fridge would have been a nice fit. Shh.
We couldn't find one in the blue color, so we made a decision.
We had a vision. Half is where little Orthodol likes to hide when he hears scary noises coming from the bedroom.
I'm still concerned about all this black mold on all the walls.
Yeah, let's go ahead and cover that up, Krista. What are you?
We're just gonna paint that.
Are we looking at just flat paint for this?
Yeah, I think so. Because the green is so loud. We should probably do a pretty neutral color of paint as well.
Oh, you
Like
can
just-
filter to just paint. That's handy. Okay, give me like when you say neutral, are we looking like a beige?
Like a white would probably be fine.
We got crystal, Milky Way.
Crystal might be nice.
Crystal's bright white.
Yeah, keep scrolling so we can see if there's any like something that can pick up the undertone.
I don't know what that means. Here's fresh morning,
Oh,
forest mist, perhaps. Oh, here's a bunch of those kinds of colors. Silver glacier.
oh, I kind of like Silver Glacier.
Okay, put that on the short list. We got
That's the gray that you were making fun of earlier.
I know, but we don't normally have green all over the house.
here's just straight white. Pink mist. Pink mist
I
is
think this is funny.
with the
So-
sniper shot.
Maybe we just do white.
Just flat white.
The green is so obnoxious. We can't really do anything too much.
I'm getting a large bucket because we can always sell what we don't use.
Dump it on the floor. Oh my gosh, it's huge. It's like the size of the cabinets. The big paint that goes right over mold. Is that kills stuff?
Yeah, but you got to put on like 6 layers of that, and that's really just like a primer. You're still supposed to sand and paint over that.
I like that we put the radiator on and we just paint somehow underneath it.
Well, I mean, the paint minigame, they made good decisions about how to make it not miserable. Room comes together quickly. I think I can unlock one more level of, like I can do 4 at a time eventually, or maybe it goes up more than that, which is needed. It doesn't seem like I can unlock things in the flip mode though. Because usually I'd get a couple of unlocks per house. Okay, I think
There's still some dirt around. Unless maybe maybe it's outside. Maybe that's the weeds. Maybe that's what we're seeing.
it's on the other side of this wall, I think.
Oh no, there's some in the window.
Can you make a little expansion? Like if you could make a little tiny room to make the kitchen just a little bit bigger and put like a little table there, that'd be perfect.
I think I can knock down internal walls, but I can't affect the external walls.
One of the potential buyers says artistic disaster. She doesn't have taste. Clearly she doesn't like green. Someone says top of the door frame. I don't know. Is it outside? It looks like it's outside, but...
We can do a sweep and clean all those up before we're done.
Oh, beautiful. When you're cooking, you can just see his approval.
Okay, do we want anything else in here? What about all this space up here?
Let's put a potted plant on top of the fridge.
You need him in the kitchen to remind you that it's not a scam. You're gonna just he gets your house and you die.
Yeah, this
Well,
house
no.
is amazing. It's not a scam.
Because I'm a real estate guy, he's like my hero.
Oh, there's not very many plants, huh?
I'm sure I saw more plants than that, actually.
I was thinking like something small with like tendrils to hang off. Oh, you can put
Plants.
mistletoe up.
Oh, look how there's so many plants.
There we go.
Holographic plants?
That seems a little extra. I was just thinking something like small and potted.
Maybe a
Haworthia, maybe?
Orthia. Ah. What about pot color?
Oh, there's good. Look, there's green.
Perfect.
A vision.
It's not like
A
we need to
vision
break
in
up the
green.
colors in here at all. Put it on the edge
No,
so we
not
can
at
see
all.
it.
Yeah. That seems a little tiny, but it's fine. Where are the flowers? Says one of the people. We'll put flowers once we get the rest of the house done. There's a
So
window across the way.
the counter space is very lacking. But we really don't have any choices. This is
This
the
is a
kitchen.
small house. Oh, we need to do a. We
Oh,
need
the
to
floor.
put the pine floor. Yeah, we have pine floor everywhere else.
This is going to be maybe a little bit difficult. I didn't think about that. But I guess wherever I can't put it, you can't see anyway.
Years later, someone goes to like redo the kitchen because they're like, I really hate this green tile, and then they realize the floor doesn't go underneath the cabinets. There you go.
Ah, it just ghosted out. Perfect. They thought of everything. All right. Oh, there's some dirt. Oh, actually, that's just the door being fucked up.
The old door.
What's
yeah.
our front door going to be? I guess
Oh, we should do a modern door.
is this the front
This is
door?
This is the back door.
Yeah.
Oh, there's dirt. Yeah, above the the eaves.
Let's go. Actually, let's try to do it by the filter so we can get out external
Once
doors.
that won't work. Yeah.
Would that be furniture? Oops.
Would that be under?
Oh no. Accessories. No.
Teapot.
Is a door a furniture?
I think it'd be like a home improvement item, like a.
Oh well, we're just gonna have to search, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think we can make room for double door. Although doors might work like... Nah, but see, doors don't seem to work like windows where you can just paint them on. We got the solid color ones, and we do have a lot of color choices in here we can go with.
There was one earlier that we saw. I don't know if it was an external door, but it had glass in it. Like it was kind of modern looking.
Something like this.
Yeah, like the one that starts with a K. Or yeah, C.
That's a
It's
bathroom
an
door.
interior door. Scroll up. Keep scrolling up. Keep
You're talking
going up.
about
Oh, it's interior too.
Kamala?
Damn. Okay. Yeah, they're all interior.
Can we search for exterior? Nope.
Yeah, I wanted to do a glass door. That's a good idea, Clam RM.
Oh, I cannot do it now. What?
There it goes.
Okay, so we got these like fancy glass doors. We got these doors which are just basically all window. We got this one's got the... I mean, we might be able to use an internal door. I don't know if we'll get penalized for that.
It seems like you would want to use an exterior one, but maybe not.
None of them are called exterior. I don't... Here's a... Huh?
Oh, that'd be pretty.
White? Black? Wood?
Our windows are white, so our door should match.
Now is the hardest minigame.
Bring the door back in.
Oh, we've got tile under there. Yeah, let's deal with that.
Or is the door frame? I guess you won't see that once we have a door back in there.
It's a little weird, but it'll open the other way too, I bet. Yeah, the doors in this game are a little fucked up. You like it?
Yeah. Go out there and have your coffee. We should make like a little coffee spot out here.
Now, until this point, it does not let me put certain things outside. What kind of coffee table do you like?
I was thinking like you know, not like a dining table. What's the word? Like a little table you put outside to drink your coffee with. Is there a Adirondack chair maybe?
I'm not going to be able to spell Adirondack. Let's do ADAR. No. Let's just look at all the chairs.
Outdoor table? None of these look like patio furniture.
Patio will be the next keyword that we try.
Like these all have fabric on. You don't want fabric on your outdoor chairs. You don't want to constantly pull the cushions off. Oh, rocking chair, rocking chair. There you go.
Oh,
Scroll up.
what color you want? Cherry. It's a fancy looking rocking chair.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
You want some cherries?
Yeah.
Are we doing 2 of them?
Yeah, of course.
Oh no. It's not gonna let me put it out here because it's outside.
Is that DLC? I bet it is.
Nah, I think it's just you're not allowed to put stuff outside that can be destroyed by the outside.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Look at all that. Disgusting.
Alright, well, you know what? Let's figure this out after we paint the outside of the house. We'll have a better idea. Are we done with the kitchen then?
I think so.
We got heat in here. There's no place to sit, but when you're in the kitchen, you're here to work.
Right. You don't need to sit and eat. Well, we can always put a tiny table maybe in there. This house is tiny.
Look how that door just, like if
It
someone's,
just swings around.
if someone's taking a dump, just right in the knee.
Ah,
And then if somebody comes out of the shower,
I think
listen.
it'll open either way though.
Yeah, all the
Like
doors will go both ways.
No,
right?
I mean like the shower door opens. You can open it out into the
Right,
space.
right. You
too.
can go to the other one.
Yeah. It's chaos in here.
Or if you're morbidly obese, you can use both of them. Actually, you might have to just normally, because look how narrow that is.
That is pretty narrow.
That's like, you would have to go in sideways. Oh,
I
I
know
can't get in
somebody
there.
that, I know somebody that was touring a house to buy, and the shower opened like that, but it would hit the toilet, and they opened it so hard the door shattered.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
it was
a
like $200 to fix that.
that's a poor design. I'm guessing they didn't buy the house.
They did not.
All right. Let's think about the living room wall. All right, let's think about living room lighting.
Well, see, so we don't really have a lot of space in here, and
Just
we're gonna
do
have to
wall.
put the radiator.
Yeah, I was just about to go
Tons of
ahead
wall.
put the radiator on, so we just have that. Looks right there.
Yeah.
So there's our radiator. Right. So lighting.
Wall lighting?
Yeah, we could do sconces.
Okay, like we got something like this.
Or are we gonna put our couch and stuff?
We could just use candles. Here's a sconce wave. That's like a light behind that, I guess.
It's like a hotel light.
You like that?
That
not
wouldn't be
bad.
terrible next to the kitchen.
Then we got these.
Those
That's
go
just-
better with the character of the house.
We got the royal.
Oh. Put all your dead bugs in there.
We can mount these lights on the wall. I probably.
Those probably make more sense as ceiling lights. You can put like 4 of them in the living room. That'd probably work really well. In the corners of the room.
Porch light. I think those are the only wall lights that I saw. Well, this one. And then we got these little guys that we could put on the ceiling.
What kinds did we use in the shower room? Do we want them to
think-
match?
Okay, we use these. Do we want more of those?
Yeah.
But what pattern?
Yeah, I think we need to figure out where our furniture is gonna go before we start putting lights in. Because I don't. Do we even have room for a couch?
Well, what are we going to put in there if we don't put a couch in there?
It has to be a dining table, I think, like a little round one.
I like the idea of a foldy bed in the living room since the house is so small. But, yeah.
We could do a green couch.
Would that lock us into painting the walls white?
Only in your mind. The
could do a green
vampire. The vampire couch. Oh, it's a coffin.
That's amazing.
There's Halloween and Christmas.
Oh,
stuff in
themes.
here. Yeah.
Ah,
This looks nice. Oh,
how big is it?
pretty big.
I don't know that it'll fit
Too
with
big.
our.
Yeah, it's too big for that wall. It's too big for all the walls except for
Yeah.
this. And then that just eats up the whole room.
Yeah, I don't like that. We need to do something a little tinier. I think like a love seat.
This guy's pretty small. Black, green.
Oh, I kind of like the green. Is that too bold?
It's kind of huge though. Look at that.
Damn. Yeah, they are huge, aren't they? Can you face it so it's facing the front door? Maybe that's where we put it.
Here?
Though that might block no. Next to
Oh.
the kitchen door. That might block the kitchen door though.
Here? Oh, you mean across this wall?
Yeah. I don't know that that'll work though. Should just knock down all the interior walls.
They'd have to crawl over it.
That doesn't work.
I don't think we
It's
can
too
put
big.
anything there. Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe we just throw a table and some chairs in this room.
Yeah, that might be all they can get.
Yeah, I think maybe we should have just knocked down these walls. Maybe we should just made this a big studio.
Then you can't put that, on Zillow for a higher price. Just a
All right.
little round table, I think, or
Little-
even a square.
We got, like, this is a really basic round table. It looks kind of low though.
Or we could do, instead of a couch, could we do a chair? Like do chairs and then a coffee table? Like what we were gonna do on the patio?
You thinking like a comfy chair?
Yeah, like something you'd have coffee in at like a coffee shop.
Maybe like this kind of guy? No arms.
Yeah, see if we can find one with arms.
Here's something. This is pretty big though. We can get the vomit green color.
Oh, we can hit the vomit green.
It looks a little
Artistic
darker
disaster.
actually.
Oh, it does. How big is it? Can we see in the space? Preview it.
We could do like one. Nah.
We could kitty corner it.
Or like a table in between two across this wall.
So I was thinking, put the chair kitty cornered next to the front door, or like on that side of the house, and then do a
Like-
little table over here.
Facing out like this.
Yeah,
Right there.
yeah. Like that's where you read at night.
Okay. And then a table in front of the radiator.
Yeah, something like that. Kitty
So
corner. It's like, yeah, when it's diagonal. That's what my mom always called it.
I've always said caddy corner.
Oh, we always said kitty corner.
We got these little round tables that are like. We
There's
could
a little
do
side table to put your coffee on.
we could do the green. I don't know if we're overusing the green here.
I think so. One of the comments in the from the buyers was like artistic disaster. So we probably maybe need to ease up on the bright colors.
What color you want?
White. Let's just do white. I think you can put a coffee mug on it too. We could put a plant in a coffee mug. So you can really envision yourself having a book and a read.
Mug doesn't show up, but maybe it's cup.
It's coffee. I saw it earlier because when we were looking at coffee tables, there was an option.
Cup of the night. I bet that's Halloween.
I say kitty corner too. I don't know what the actual phrase is. I'm not sure why it's different.
I got a coffee maker. I don't see a coffee cup.
Coffee with milk. At the very bottom.
That's
No, no.
paint.
Oh, I thought that was an actual mug of coffee. Never mind. Boo.
Oh, we could do like a bowl
Yeah, something like that.
or a vase.
A plant. Someone earlier said, where are the flowers? We should put flowers on that table.
Right. Plants. Ooh, roses.
Oh, beautiful.
Cactus. Herbs. Basil,
be-
mint, and rosemary.
It needs to be a flower. They specifically said flower. We could put the basil and rosemary in the kitchen. On the windowsill in there.
Poinsettia.
That's for Christmas.
Swiss cheese plant. What is that?
Ugh.
Monstera.
How big is that? Let's see what that looks like on that table.
What color pot?
Obviously green, right? Or white. It doesn't matter.
It's not bad.
It's fine.
It'll help the
It's
oxygen
acceptable.
levels. We need to put lights in
Flowers,
here.
great. Look, someone was happy we put flowers on there. Yeah, we do need to put a light.
Do
Also
we're
a front door.
We're just gonna do the basic lights, right? Just
Yeah,
like
I
in the
think
other
so.
room.
We should put places to hang your coat when you first walk into. Coat hooks.
I think it was this one, and it was black and black. And I'm just gonna put like 4, I guess. Maybe not even. One over here.
You could. I would do maybe 3. Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's beautiful. And let's get a front door. What do you like?
Do we want to do a glass one like we did in the back? Or do you think that's too much?
That's
Like
really,
it might be. You don't want people to see in, right?
right. That's the criminals love to be able to see into your house. That's like one of the #1 attractors.
So yeah, just look for an external door, I guess. Or did we figure out we could just use whatever door?
I don't know if we get penalized for the price, but it probably doesn't matter too much.
Oh, there's frosted doors.
I didn't see.
Oh, maybe that's not what that is. That might just be glass. Never mind. Scroll down.
There's the one we used on the back. There's the. Okay, here we go. Front doors with
Oh,
knocker.
here we go.
Front door dark. Oh, can we do? No, that's just white. Oh shit! Come on, that's bad UI. I was just praising you. Yeah, so we have 3 colors of we're gonna white, wood, and dark.
What color are we gonna? I guess we did white on the back, and the windows are white, so we should do a white door.
Where you think it should be? +1. All right.
Rich looking, says one of the buyers. We haven't even painted the living room yet.
Now the walls. Paint.
Yeah, what color? We got some mixed feedback on the kitchen as it was being painted green.
Look at this wallpaper. Oh, we could do brick.
Ooh, yeah, we could do exposed brick.
We got lots of different brick.
I don't want to do a red brick because that'll clash with our green.
What are you feeling?
Did we do the white brick?
Did you see it? Was it
I think it was toward the
ceramic
top.
tile?
No, it was toward the top.
Rammy brick?
Yeah. Do we want to do the whole room in that or just like one wall?
Let's see what one wall looks like. Which wall do you think it should be?
Probably the external wall behind the chair and the radiator.
All right.
I keep forgetting you have a flashlight.
The plant makes that very difficult to do. It's such bullshit that you have to burn a whole
Yeah.
tile.
I mean, I guess that's true in real life too, but
Nah, you wouldn't have. You couldn't do it that way. Oh, look, it's different because it's the underside of the bricks. Oh,
oh,
no, it's not different. That's just sliding.
oh yeah. I saw your flashlight.
I don't know if 2 is going to get us through this.
Mm,
We're down to $32,000. We spent 10 grand on this flip already.
we're almost done. I guess we got to do the front too. Give some curb appeal.
We got to do the outside. They got to paint the whole house. We're going to do the just brick on the front. I hate that. It's so common, though.
Yeah, I mean, I know why they do it 'cause it's a cost-cutting measure, but very annoying.
When do we have the extra set of legs? Wobble Dog DLC?
Sell dogs along with the house.
I think we're going to have to buy 2 more.
Ugh.
All right, there we go. We got 1 brick wall. How do we feel about that?
I think that looks good. I don't think we should do all of them. I do like it as sort of an accent.
Okay, paint or something else on the inside?
Paint. What color though? I don't want to do anything too crazy because I think that maybe penalized us in the kitchen. With all the green, someone was like artistic disaster. But maybe she's just not our buyer, you know.
Yeah, well, we could go for, you want something muted, something dark maybe?
Keep scrolling.
A pink?
A fresh morning was not bad.
Let me see if I can find Fresh Morning. Did I pass that up already?
Yeah, you did. It was further up.
Oh, that's like kind of the bluish color?
Yeah. It's got like a greeny
$22,
undertone.
$22 a gallon. You always have an eye for the expensive ones.
What can I say? I've got good taste.
How about
I'm interested to
alluring
see-
lavender?
If we hadn't used other colors, I would have said I kind of like that color, but
Okay, that's the bottom. Do you like the one?
yeah, let's do that one.
What was the name of it again? Morning?
I think it was Morning Mist or something like that.
Fresh Morning. We'll get a large. Put it somewhere out of the way. I've learned that, or you'll be stepping on it constantly. All right. Take a look at that. Do you like it?
Yeah, it's fine. I think it'll be non-offensive, which is maybe all that matters.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing about it. The neighbors.
We don't know how they score it yet.
Well, the neighbors who visit this home are already going to have a lot to take in. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but a rental, one of his ticks is he removes his pants 40, 50 times a day.
Oh.
Yeah. And there's nothing they can do to stop it. So, oh, and, just to make matters worse, absolute horsecock. Freakish, actually.
Ooh.
I hate it when it skips one like that.
Oh. That is frustrating to watch.
Oh, there's already wall hooks.
Wow, I didn't even see those. I was gonna say we should put a piece of artwork or like wall hooks on the opposite wall from the front door.
I got
But
you.
if we already got them, it's amazing we don't have to patch any of the holes in the wall. We just paint right over that, and it's smooth again.
Oh, you know what we could do tonight? Has anybody subscribed?
I think at the beginning of the stream, but it's been
Yeah,
scrolling. But
I call it out.
Here's what we can do tonight. Subscribers, post a link to the image that's the
Oh,
front
no.
door artwork.
This is gonna get bad quick.
It has to be safe for work. Okay, here we go. What do you think?
I like it. Should we put a dining table in, you think? I don't know if we have space for that.
What's up? Thanks for going.
Is anything that calls out to you here? Most of these look like folding tables, but they're $174.
They're also kind of big. I don't think they'll fit in our space.
Big Trucker 26 just subscribed. No, it expired. Take another.
This one looks kind of small.
Yeah, see how that one looks.
What color you want? Black?
White top maybe. Or yeah, actually the black doesn't look bad.
It really doesn't have much of a light top.
Oh yeah, huh?
I mean, this is... Oh, well, it looks a little lighter in this lighting. Are you thinking over here somewhere?
Yeah, if we could maybe put it, it'd be nice to have a dining table. We might not really have a lot of space for that, but
We could smash it. Like one person could eat here. That takes up the least space. But is it useful?
will they think it's weird that we don't have anything else in this corner? I like it where you have it right now.
In the middle?
Yeah, centered on that wall. Yeah.
And then do we want one chair?
Yes. And eat a sad dinner by yourself. Is there food stuff we can set it with? A circular table would look better. It would. I don't know that there is one that's small enough to fit in that space.
I missed what chair. I was reading the chat. Which chair did you want?
Which one would match that table? The B-shaped desk chair is not bad. Or the Luelo with the black legs. White top, white chair, black legs. White chair, black legs.
This one?
Yes.
What color?
White. Or green. Ooh, yes, green.
Black legs?
Yes. Oh, I see some contenders for images, but they're not from the subs.
Under
I
the
don't think.
table?
Oh no, zero skills posted one. It's a chick with pink and blue hair.
Oh crap! I don't have the chat up. Let it roll back a little bit. Yeah. So who am I getting here? Zero skills?
Yeah, Dragoran gave zero skills a sub, and
Who
Big
is-
Trucker subscribed, but he didn't post a link.
Who is this?
I don't know.
Sausage Toes did one. I like Sausage Toes one because I recognize who it is.
But who actually subscribed? It wasn't Zero Skills, was it?
No, it was Dracorin.
Did Dragoran post something?
Don't think so.
He just did, but it's like a weird Google image format.
Come on, Dragoran. Oh, wow. You fumbled that one, Dragoran. What was Sausage Toes? Oh, well, that doesn't really work. It's so pixelated. Clam
I
RM,
think
you didn't
the
subscribe.
flippers will be like, oh, it's so pixelated.
All right, Gregorian gifted. So I guess we'll use that one. We can't auto fit her. What do you like? With the door height?
Yep. You walk in and it's like, who's this bitch? And it's like, who knows? Her picture's in here.
That girl liked it.
Not a bad picture, she says. Should we put something else on the dining table, like a centerpiece, or... I don't know. Maybe we should put a rug. We need a rug.
Furniture or probably here, right? Floor. Nah, this is not where the rugs are. All right, I'm just gonna have to search for carpet. So we can do these little round ones, or we can do rectangle. Light color
big are
means you can do green.
Ooh, good point.
We have small, medium, and extra large. I don't know what that means.
Do medium and see.
Do we want what color?
Green, obviously. It's not even a contest.
Pretty big. Oh, look, it points out the dirt.
Oh, it does. Ugh.
Let's try small.
Yeah, see, I think
Here's
it's a little too
small.
big.
Where do we want it?
I was gonna say slightly underneath the chair. Yeah. Yeah.
A little bit more centered.
There we go. Beautiful. I guess we could put it further. Like, we could rotate it the other way, and then you could put a doormat. So, like, a welcome mat.
In here?
Entertainment is really lacking in this house.
Should we put it like in the middle here, or?
Yeah, that's fine. There you go.
I'm only putting a doormat if they have one that says "come back with a warrant."
It doesn't look like that's an option. There's a lot of welcome mats, though. There's one with a pause.
This is outside doormats.
Oh, okay. Not even a card table? Listen, we got limited space in here.
Here we go. Skull rug. We could do like a little round, like a little small spot rug in front of it, like that.
Oh, we should put that in the bathroom. We don't have a rug in the bathroom. You don't want to get, all over your floor.
In front of in front of the sink or the toilet?
I was thinking in front of the shower, like when you walk out, but...
I guess we could kind of split the difference, huh?
I mean, yeah, the bathroom's not huge, so...
Can I get a bigger one of those?
I think there was more options, yeah.
Here we go. That's under the shower. There it is.
Weird.
It's like a big tennis ball in the middle of your bathroom.
An artistic vision. I didn't ask, is curtains a thing in this universe? Do we need to put curtains up?
I don't know. Let's see. Or blinds. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
Curtains. And blinds.
Wow.
What do you like? I bet there's like a window section.
I like the light colored Roman blinds are nice.
Fireplaces.
Oh.
Wood burning stove.
Want one of those IRL.
I've already forgot what I was originally looking for.
Roman blinds.
Blinds.
Light colored means only one thing. It's true. It means we can make them green. The light colored Roman blind. Oh, it's hideous. We must have it.
Snaps right on. Do we want them on all the windows?
Yeah, probably, right?
Gonna have to repeat this a lot of times.
Oh. There's still some dirt on these two. I guess that's something we'll have to scrub.
Oh, they don't function.
Oh. They're very yellow.
They don't actually do anything. Well, that doesn't look bad. Oh, forgot that one.
I was kind of hoping it'd be more green and less yellow, but that's fine. I like the style of them and they'll work for the next owner. I actually want a curtain like that for our kitchen right now, but
This room actually has some decent color. I mean, you got this girl, and then you got all this shit. You got the rug.
yeah.
Then you come in here to this abortion, but you know, it matches. I like the range.
I think this
Shower's
was the
nice.
room that some people were not sure about, but they seem to like the other room, so I think we'll get a good price. We need to scrub some more dirt, but I think we're almost done.
Now we got the outside. Look at that. Look at this
Alright.
garbage.
Oh, there's so much dirt on it.
Let's go ahead and let's do the good look. Do the outside. Figure out what we're gonna do out here. You want to paint? I don't know
Yeah,
if we can.
probably.
Let's see if we can do siding. No,
The wall by the front door seems to have mold. Yeah, we need to clean out here in a minute.
but we could do brick if we wanted to.
Do we want to make the house brick? We could do
That'd
that.
be a lot of work. Oh, here's a hot brick paint color. It looks terrible.
Yeah, I don't like that. Maybe if we did like a vampire themed house.
We still
Looking
got
for a very specific buyer.
we still got 30 grand, so we could brick it. We could also do something different with like this little area. What are you thinking?
I kind of like the idea of bricking it, but I don't know. What do you think?
Let's put up a couple of bricks. See what it looks like. What color are you thinking?
Just regular brick color.
Just red?
Yeah.
I think a gray brick would look a lot better.
We have a
Somnium?
gray?
You got somnium.
That's kind of like a stone.
Eclipse brick. I can't really tell what that is in this lighting. Oh, you can change colors.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See if it's got a lighter color. Oh, what?
I don't know what's going on there.
No, I don't. I don't either.
Can we change the color on this one? No, that is just what that's what it is. This is like a white brick. Oh, that's what we did on the interior. I don't want that
That's what
on
we
the
did
outside.
No, I don't think so either.
Can we change? No, this is more of a traditional brick. And then this is the lighter colored one, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe it's not worth it if we can't do a lighter color.
Well, we can do the Stella.
I don't like that.
No, you don't like the
Or
Stella?
I don't like. I like Stella. I don't like Rub Room. That's the one I was looking at.
What was the one that gave
Stella
me
looks good.
options?
Was it Eclipse?
What is this? I guess that's to build walls. You say Eclipse?
That's the one that had options. Yeah. It wasn't really a brick. It was more like a stone.
What is... I
Yeah.
don't know what that even means. Do you?
No, it looks like spongy wall texture.
Okay. So what about the other brick? You don't want brick then? Let's just go back to paint walls. We could do wall tiles, wall panels, plaster. Plaster is just one thing. Here's all the wall tiles.
Should we just paint the siding? Because it seems like putting tile on it seems weird for the outside.
No, yeah, we can paint the outside.
Yeah, let's
Any
just
of the
paint it.
existing paints. What do you like? Something bold? Or are we going classic?
How bold do you think we can get? Oh, spring grass. Did you see spring grass up there?
No. Spring grass. We'll do it.
Beautiful.
Don't think I won't do it. My God, that's
The
bright.
greenhouse.
That is
Is it-
bright. In the
Oh,
in the daylight.
oh! I
little-
didn't think about the daylight.
That's a little more muted when you get it up there, though.
Oh, that's really green. I thought it was gonna be like more pastel.
Are you gonna shit on it?
Kinda. I spent a lot of money on that paint though.
$30,000.
Ah.
All right.
I was thinking it would be less neon. I was thinking like it would be lighter.
Maybe like morning yellow, or faded lemon.
I want something with more of a green undertone, but like I don't want it to be neon when we paint it on.
Light biscuit.
Oh, that's
Young
like,
flower bud. I guess it's more of a yellow. What about morning celadon?
that might work.
I'm gonna buy a small.
Yeah, let's see what we like. Let's get a.
Much lighter. This is not supposed
Yeah.
to stand side by side. That's almost blue.
What the hell? It's actually very similar to our living room color, I think.
Is that a no?
I don't mind it. Let's do that. I think that will scare less buyers than the green screen green.
Oh,
Have you looked at the panels? Says chat.
like
Is there a wall panel that looks like the siding?
it's wallpaper. Well, I guess it's not. No. Okay, so this is more like hardy board, brick facade type shit. This is wood paneling.
Oh,
right?
so some of this is more like siding, I guess. Huh.
So like we got these bricks.
Those are dark. Wendell wanted to do a gray. There's one that's lighter.
This is gray, right?
Yeah, that's kind of a. I mean, it's still got some red in it, but it's more gray. What do you think, Wendell?
I don't know. The green is real green.
Yeah, it is. I think people will hate that, and then we won't be able to sell the house for a good amount.
Hmm.
Not bad.
These go up real quick.
That'd probably be faster than painting.
But way more expensive.
Just do the front and brick.
It's so hard to find things in this jungle of a front yard. Is that all we get for that money? Oh. No, that's not it. I'll put them on the
Yeah, on the.
sidewalk. I'm also gonna have to buy a ladder.
Oh no. Why don't we have that already as a house flipper?
Because this is our first house to flip ever. Oh, that's bullshit. We've now been working around the clock.
That's what it takes. That looks better than the green, at least.
Yeah, I agree.
It still doesn't look great.
kind of have limited options for outdoor. They're gonna take a whole strip just to do that little section above the window.
I'm gonna try to see if. Why can I not? Oh, you can't. You can't go to the options when you're holding that thing. $28 for that ladder, though, is a pretty good deal.
The ladder, just leave it that way.
I got one of those, and I stepped on like the third step one time, and it just crumpled. Like it crumpled without warning, and it was very bad. I almost died. And I had been using it a lot. Like just one day I just stepped in exactly the wrong place, and it just like, bleep, and then that was nothing.
So, did you see it threw us a bone there with the... You don't have to do the whole top.
Oh, okay.
Although I guess that does limit your creativity.
What's the weight rating on that ladder? We don't know what we look like. It could be 5 pounds or... Oh wow! We need to clean that up there eventually, too.
Oh, maybe we do that
there
while
was
we
dirt.
get the ladder.
Yeah, there was dirt under the eaves.
The type of ladder is also not OSHA approved.
Can't tell if it's cleaning up there now.
The little speckles are not disappearing.
Well, a few
there
of
they
them
go.
are. Yeah. Oh, one just disappeared when you did that. When you jumped.
Oh, you gotta put on a ladder. That's bullshit. That broom is magical. You don't need a ladder with that broom.
It might...
I think there's dirt under the roof still.
I think this... Like, there's a plant here, but I can't... There's a plant. I'm not sure it's up there.
Can you mow the lawn? I think that's the garden DLC.
Yeah, it's DLC. Brilliant fucking DLC. Because it is so annoying. Oh, I missed one.
One piece of dirt over there somewhere.
No, it's my brick. I guess we'll just go ahead and brick this shit. That's going to be tough to get to. Or impossible. Why is one piece of the property not bricked? Oh, I'm afraid of that tree.
I got stuck by it when I first bought the house, and now I'll never do it again.
That's where all the spiders came from. Let me show you the before pictures with the spiders.
I'm pretty sure those were roaches. It was brutal.
I don't think you can ever change your roof.
No,
There
it
was
looks
so
like
much water damage. We really should be able to get into the attic and check what's going on up there. But you know, a house this small, adding a loft would have added a tremendous amount of value.
they don't let us tear down the ceiling. They don't even let us paint the ceiling. I guess you probably could.
No, I don't think so. I haven't found a way to do it yet, at least.
Maybe that's an
Could-
upgrade.
One of the missions is like, I want you to paint my baby girl. My wife is pregnant. Paint the room pink. And then I was going to make the black ceiling,
Oh yeah.
but you can't. Whew. So, anybody do anything interesting this weekend?
I did some trail maintenance. Had a little fire back in my woods. Had some hot cocoa. Other than that, no, not really. Checked out the Minecraft server for a little while on
Oh,
Saturday.
how's that going?
It's going good. There's some stuff starting to come up around spawn now. I have a neighbor who is planning a large build near me as well. They left me an offering of cookies in a chest.
That sounds like attempting to coerce the judges.
Oh,
I
they made a
say
specific,
ban that person.
they made a note, so they left a book on a podium next to my base, and it was like, not trying to bribe you. I don't think they believed it was me. Like, I think someone told him, like, oh, hey, you're set up near Kristen. He's like, nah, I don't think that's real. So he's like, if it is you, I'm not trying to bribe you. If you're just a random person, I'm just giving you cookies.
No, it says he filed unemployment. Well, that's progress.
Yay!
Hey, that's great. Did you do the thing? How much money did that cost? I think if you missed because you were like sick or not feeling good, if you just have any tiny little bit of documentation or like you have a prescription medication for some sort of chronic problem, you will be fine.
Didn't we have another question for Nubbin? I can't remember what it was. Oh, we got a whole other wall. This one's not too bad, though.
A lot of windows.
We're going to have to put window treatments in the kitchen.
You understand now why they only put brick facade on the front of houses? Mario Man? That's not Mario Man.
What?
He said that Burt Reynolds is looking scary. It's just looking in there.
That's Tom Selleck.
Whatever. It's like the prequel to Phasmophobia.
We didn't really make the ghosts angry until we put the faux bricks on the side of the house. They were not happy.
That green refrigerator, well, that was the tipping point.
What are you doing? Why is everything green?
Is this a joke to you? This is my eternal resting place. I can't even open the door without hitting the toilet.
He shattered the tempered glass so many times, we just put plexiglass in instead. You wake up in the middle of the night, it's just plexiglass banging against the toilet and it won't shatter.
Oh, we're going to be so close and we're not going to be able to do it. I got to buy another pallet.
Aww.
Maybe I'll just paint these last three. It's down to 1. No, 2.
I'm really curious to see if people will like our flip or if, like, there's some kind of meta to tricking the AI in this game to like your house.
I don't know if we'll even, like, what do we don't even think to compare it to.
Can you cut the grass and put some plants? I think
Deal.
you need some like knee-high bushes under the windows.
DLC. I don't know where this dirt is. Maybe it's the path.
It's on the eaves of the house. It's up top. You need to put the ladder closer and get up taller.
Gosh, the ladder is so annoying.
Not much dirt left. Artistic disorder. Just a moment to clean and the whole house will shine. Sounds more positive, at least.
I'm
Can't
not
tell if
getting
it's in
them.
it or not.
I don't see anything. It's definitely on the outside. It might be
think?
these plants that I can't deal with.
Well, that's
What?
bullshit.
I don't have a tool that would deal with plants. Nah, that's not it, because it's not close enough on the minimap. Oh, is there a basement, maybe? Nah, we've seen everything, right?
There's no way there's a basement. This house is like 2 feet.
Well, there's one thing.
Ah.
I don't know.
Did you see that the education department is going to cancel $2 billion worth of student loans?
Based on what criteria?
I don't know. I haven't looked, but that was announced on Friday, so I assume that because they announced it on Friday, they didn't want to talk about it.
That's just great. Yeah, pump more money into the system. It doesn't matter now, right? I don't know how to get to this dirt.
Someone pointed out the door is not flush either, but I don't remember what door it was.
Well, this one just needs to be painted.
Oh, okay.
What color was this?
Mist. Morning something.
Oh, it's in the history here. Morning Celadon?
Yeah. I think.
Also, I got an upgrade. I didn't think I could get upgrades in this mode, but I got... Oh, I've been getting a lot of upgrades. So, let's do 10 tiles per pallet. Yes, please. And faster mounting.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Paint 4 walls at the same time or 40% less paint usage. Ooh, that's a tough choice. I think less paint.
Well, yeah, it's more... Get more money for it.
Nevin says, I looked at the correspondence and it went to an educator and I was denied because of it. Is that since yesterday or in the past?
That's the wrong color.
Oh.
Oops.
Mist. Maybe it's something mist.
It's no longer in the history. The history is not long enough.
Just put mist.
Forest mist and pink mist.
No.
That was from Amazon. So there's a chance that you will get unemployment after all once they review it again. For this last episode.
Fresh morning?
Fresh morning. That was it.
John Darwin says 3 groups: public servants, student loan borrowers with total and permanent disability, and student loan borrowers who were misled by their college. Wow, the students got... That's good. Well, I mean, that's probably okay. Students misled by their college. Isn't that like basically all college students? I mean...
I think that's like University of Phoenix, right?
Oh, yeah, because they were for-profit or whatever.
Yeah. There was another one. What was the one that was Betsy DeVos was connected to was also got a bunch of fraud fines. Probably those students as well.
I'm not going to sell those yet because we end up needing them again a lot. You can only do this, like, you can't do the different outside and inside. It's either brick or paint all the way.
Paint.
Okay, I've still got it. I guess that looks okay. Right. We've bricked the outside. I've cleaned everything I can see.
Oh, there's one more. Oh, there's so much more. Oh, there's a ton.
Yeah, but
Is it at the bottom?
I don't
Is
know.
it at the bottom, maybe? Just try
Bottom
to
of-
sweep the side.
Oh, yeah, I have, definitely. Let me try to get this thing out. Where's my...
Where the hell is the cobweb?
Oh, did I get one? I think I just
Yeah, you
magically
got one.
one. Oh.
Jump and
No, they're down here. You just can't see them.
Oh. I think we need to get every single one so they stop mentioning the dirt in their reviews. Oh, there you go.
nice.
I don't even, like, I'm just blindly... Look at that.
Oh, it was on the window. There you go. The neighbors are out and they're like, "What the hell is he doing?" It's midnight. You're out there with a flashlight, sweeping the grass.
Yeah,
Listen,
this-
I've got this magical broom that repairs the wall, but it requires that I'll just wave it over the dirt every now and then.
I don't know if I can get that one.
Not sure what it's
I
on.
think it might be this plant. Nah, it's not the plant. It's right on the corner there.
Is
Whatever.
it do the jump? You jumped into the corner the one time, and that got it. They got one of them when you jumped into the
Oh.
yeah.
It was up there somewhere. I don't know what exactly it was. Okay, nothing back there. What are these circles? Oh, that's the trees. It means we can probably interact with the trees at some point. Oh, that's the DLC.
Is there one more splotch? I'll bet you jumped to get those cobweb too.
Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. I bet it's
Well-
by the sink.
Yeah, I don't know how to do. Oh, there it is. Is it that little stuff right there?
I think so. I don't know how to clean it though. It never seems to go away.
You know, we might have to get a 99% on this one instead of 100.
No, it's not acceptable.
So we have the ability to sell the house, but I don't know. There's no indication of like what that's gonna pay us.
We need to move the pallets and stuff out.
At least get the cobweb, the remaining cobweb.
Oh yeah, there's a cobweb above the door, it looks like.
Above this door?
Well, that's what it says on the map.
No, that's the one in. That's the one I can't get to.
If you jump, you can't.
Do you see it? I thought it was in the floor. Is it over here?
No, there's one above the door, like the entryway. Like there's a splotch on the map. I don't know what it is, but
This entryway?
yeah. Do you see it? Like I see it on the mini map. Scroll in on the mini map.
Ah, okay. I don't know what that means.
You can open up under the sink.
It was on the painting? Maybe it was behind the painting.
Oh. Oh, they're saying it's perfectly clean. All your reviewers.
Maybe that's the water where I fucked up that one installation.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, are we ready to sell? Any last
Let's sell it.
second decorations?
No, make sure we sell this paint so they don't want to knock it over when they come to look at it.
This is like an $800,000 house in San Francisco.
Let's take one last tour of it.
I mean, it could be prettier, but I think it's pretty good. It looks a lot better than it did.
Oh, do we want to give them another picture? Oh, did we ever get Dragoran's picture?
I don't think so.
Dragoran's picture is awful.
We could add an extreme close-up of the denied stamp on Neptun's unemployment.
Oh,
Sorry, Nevin.
I live in San Francisco. This would be way more than 800K.
So I think that wall is
Yeah.
where we would put it.
We'll put a TV on that wall. Oh,
Yeah, it's terrible.
wow, I hate that.
There you go.
Taste. It's a one bedroom, one bath, the Neo Voodoo.
Tasteful mirror,
I think you can turn there's a light on behind it.
space toilet.
Yeah.
Built into it, in fact.
Yeah.
Then we got this kitchen. Lime green.
Mm-hmm.
Plant.
Walk this way. It says, "I live in San Francisco. This would be way more. 800K.
Read that kitchen. Listen, we chose a color and we stuck with it.
Oh, should we dress the other windows?
Probably, at least in the bedroom.
Do you remember which blind that was?
Roman.
Should we do different ones or?
No, I'll do Roman. Light colored Roman blind.
There's also a window in our bathroom.
Oh, right.
Wonder if we can put a blind on that. You know what? We've spoiled these people enough.
Yeah, they're fine. They can buy a few things for their own home. They're getting furniture with this. Oh, someone suggests we put a picture of Wendell in there.
No.
I love that you can add your own photos, though. That's fantastic.
You can also take a photo. Like we could take a photo of this house and use it for a picture in the next house. Or in this house. Okay. The big moment, right?
Oh, it's beautiful.
What will we get for it? We paid, what, 37 grand and change?
Think? Yeah, 30
Oh.
something, yeah. Oh, should we have a porch on the front? We should probably move the ladder too. Or not a porch,
Oh.
but a light.
Yeah, you're right. We have to have an outdoor light.
Can you add like a little thing so that if you're unlocking your door in the rain, that it's, you know,
An awning.
yeah, an awning, yeah. These like the wall lights are pretty cool. Can you buy these? I would totally like. We need some of those for the level 1
Studio, yeah.
These are the triangle ones. What do we want? Are we
Yeah,
like a
the-
traditional porch light? Here we got the lantern style. We also have these sconces.
Oh, yeah, the lantern is what you normally see outside of a house.
Do one on each side.
Yeah, if they'll go up there.
They might be ever so slightly off.
Oh,
Oops. Oh yeah.
now imagine if we could put a rocking chair out there.
Look at this is a good little house.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
For 32 grand, plus what did we put into it? Another 10?
Yeah.
Nah, 12?
With the roof line though, if we could have, you know, it wouldn't have cost anything to just extend the roof line a little bit and put a loft in there,
Oh,
and
no.
Yeah, I
that would
saw
have
it.
doubled the value.
I saw it.
Oh, you forgot to brick somewhere. Yeah.
It would be cool. I wonder if are there two-story houses?
Probably.
I was gonna say we haven't really seen much of the game yet, but
I bet this is what it's really like building a house. Like you're like, oh, we're done, and then you're never done.
and then you find something. Yeah,
Okay, we'll do one.
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
son.
I mean,
Oh.
look how much room in the attic you have there. And if you just extended the one roof line to the other, it would be weird to have brick with nothing supporting it underneath. That would be weird.
Oh yeah, I can hold
I
10 of
don't
these
think-
now.
I don't think you should make the awning brick there because, well, that's fine, I guess.
But it's a little weird, but it's there now, and then they can't complain that we cut corners. We actually put the brick siding on every part of the house.
Every imaginable surface. Okay, I think the outside is good. Do a quick run through. We got the painting of the girl. We got this
Right.
horror. We got some nice blinds. Cute cat. Decent desk. Decent chair. Radiator heat. We got this nice lamp. Let's turn that on. It's already on.
Oh, you should put a plant on the desk.
Oh yeah. They do seem to respond well to plants. Like there was one buyer who kept saying, "Oh, look, there's flowers."
How about just something real basic?
Which would be something relatively small, I think, but
Do we want a green vase?
That's
yeah.
perfect.
Look at the size of that fucking thing. Scale is definitely something they don't represent well in the shopping menu.
Yeah, that could be improved.
How about this? Looks nice.
Yeah, that is 65 cents. Oh, that, yeah, that's fine.
It's kind of on the
Oh.
edge there, but that's fine.
Beautiful.
Then we got this. This shower is actually pretty nice. Doesn't actually, you can't actually get in it because of this door.
Oh, one buyer says one plant for me and one for my husband, right?
No, they're both for the husband. And then the kitchen, yeah, there's, not a lot to say about the kitchen.
It's beautiful.
With this exposed brick wall, which is a bold choice. I think they're going to really enjoy that. All right. Moment of
Statement
truth.
wall.
We paid 37 or 38. Let's call it 38. You bought the house for 37,000. The house parcel area is 903 meters squared. Your current budget is 28,845. Wait, my current budget, is that what I've got? We
We
worked
have
for
leftover.
3 hours and we got to auction it. 52. We flipped the fuck out of this house.
No place for books. That's something to think about. Need a separate office. Well,
We got to take 57, right?
I mean, take the highest one.
I mean,
Several of them mentioned that they wanted bookshelves. That's something to think about next time.
we made a little under 50% on this flip.
That's solid, though.
Achievement unlocked, worth every penny.
I'd like to have a sauna, WTF. That wasn't an option.
What's your impression after the first auction? If you would like to check some buyer's details before the next one, I saved your notes.
Ooh.
Okay.
Let's look at that. I like that no one was turned off by the green kitchen.
I don't know how to look at that. So now we have $86,000. We know about what a flip is going to cost us.
For a small house, yeah.
I really don't know how to get to those notes. Oh, here we go. Buyer notes. Dolan Trusk bought it, right?
Yeah.
He needs a separate office. So is he off the market?
No place for my documents and books. No place for my books.
I don't understand what I need this kitchen for.
Wow. Clean and fragrant.
Wait, how is clean and fragrant a dislike? Was our house not clean and fragrant? I would clean the fuck out of that thing.
There's no place for all my clothes. That was something we wondered about.
We didn't have any room. Well, listen, we can do a lot better at this next time when we have some room. So let's look at our houses.
Oh. Lately there are loads of Norwegians here. Was there a racist guy in there?
This might be a
That was-
Norwegian game.
There's a dislike on that.
So if we have 86, I think we can spend in the 60s here, right? Oh, look
Right.
at this one. Turtle House. It's 90 grand.
Yeah, we can't afford that.
We want to go for size, right? So here we have 70, almost 80 square meters.
Remember though that the cost goes up as well with that, so like we'd have to think about.
This one's the same size for much less. This is the flooded house. This one's already brick on the outside though. But if we decided to
come-
replace that,
It'd be expensive. I like the windows. I like that they have shutters, but so does the flooded house. Maybe the rule is maybe we should start slow.
you want to go cheaper? I mean,
Wanna
not
go house. What's
not-
uninvited guests? How many bedrooms is it?
Uninvited. Yeah. Oh. I don't think it tells us that.
No.
Okay, here we go. So we have. There's a
Ooh.
bedroom. And then
Okay,
there's the
bedroom.
outside shot. There's. I guess that's the living room. There's a full kitchen. That might be it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I kind of like that. Could be cute. I like the kitchen layout a lot, actually.
Can we
it's
get that
hideous,
done
but-
in 2,500? What do we spend on this last one? Like 10 grand or?
The last one, I think we spent. I thought we spent like 15. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's going to be more space to fill up here. Might have to
Yeah.
take a construction job. What owned? Oh, this is our office. Our office is worth 28 grand. All right, I'm going to get. Which one do we want? After the flood or?
I think after the flood would be the wiser financial decision.
No, wait.
but-
Uninvited guests is what we were just looking at.
Yeah. But this one is kind of cool.
All right.
House from the 1940s.
Let's take a quick run through the house. Okay, similar neighborhood. In fact, I think that house over there might be the same. We could keep the exterior. I don't know about these shutters.
I don't mind the shutters. They're not functional, but they're cute.
Other than cleaning up the outside, I wouldn't really change the outside much.
Oh, this is fine back here.
Yeah. Look, they have a railing. Your house IRL doesn't have that.
Oh, so jealous.
I actually
So
put a railing on my porch as well.
this. Let's zoom out. Oops. that's
Ooh, look
wrong
at the double
button.
doors.
Why is there? It sounds like there's a fire in here.
It's too bad you can't use the magic broom to fix the fridge, because that fridge would be perfectly serviceable if it were just, power
Not the
washed.
way it is.
The fridge. I can clean the fridge.
The mugs in here are the same ones that are used in Phasmophobia.
Look, my broom has changed.
I noticed that earlier. I don't know why it did.
I think as
Oh,
I
it's
took
because you
the
upgraded.
yeah. So okay, we got office / optional bedroom,
Drug den.
or we could always knock down walls.
Is that the front door? Oh no. There's an
Bedroom.
entryway.
There's like a mud room, bathroom,
Okay.
weird double door. Why?
I would just remove those doors. Open it up.
And then we got 2
don't-
bedrooms.
This layout where having your bedroom connected to a bathroom is a must-have.
Yeah, I like that.
We could put in another bathroom. What about that? You want to
Ooh,
add
that
some
would-
fucking value to this house?
I wonder
Yeah.
if that would make a big difference. I bet it would.
What if we?
Actually- It would. What you would do is turn the one bathroom in the entryway into a half bath, and then put the full bath in the bedroom if you're not going to have 2 bedrooms, or 2 bathrooms and 2 bedrooms, 2.5 bath.
What if we just walled here, and then opened this up, and this became the bathroom for that bedroom?
Yeah, that'd work.
And then we could take this. The entryway is stupid. Let's take the wall down at the entryway, and open this up.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely a must.
Well, you know
Yeah.
what? Let's just go ahead and do that. This seems like just some basic house flipping shit. Like who didn't get the what is this thing?
Is that a composting
I
toilet?
don't know.
It's like a hall tree, I guess.
You could actually shrink the one bathroom a little bit if it's going to be a half bath. The existing bathroom.
Yeah, just like put a wall.
Oh, oops.
Oops.
Should we? Let's think about this.
This would be the point if I was playing where I would have to pull out my iPad and start sketching floor plans.
You know what? This is already. Let's just go ahead. That's just a fun little feature.
Look into the master bedroom whenever you want.
The new owners are very promiscuous, and they're like, no, we like that. It's like, we like, you know, you can sort of peek in the corner. This would be really cool too if like you're pointing the gun at things to remove them, and it's like, oh, this is a limited edition, blah blah blah. It's very rare. It's worth thousands of dollars. And there's just a very small % chance that'll happen.
It's
That'd be cool.
when you're on the missions because you're in somebody else's house. If you try to sell their stuff, it's like, no, I'm not a criminal.
Maybe he's not. Oh, we got a new skill point for that.
So Goran gets to the tier 1 sub to walk this way, and he says, "This is my next picture." So I'll save it. We'll see what it is.
You know what? We'll go ahead and throw it
It's
up.
a soft wobble dog. That's funny.
We can go ahead and throw a picture up in here. Oh man, Krista, you should start making these.
I can't crochet.
What? This does not remember the last directory that you pulled an image from. Another problem with the UI. I'm gonna have to take points for that. How big? Let's make it big. We'll
What,
put it. Gotta make some
above the-
room.
Oh, we can't put it above the couch for now. Yeah, that's fine.
Put it in line with this. It needs to be higher than that.
You know what's interesting is none of them mentioned the TV as something they wanted. They all wanted a bookcase.
Bunch of fucking nerds. So what I'm thinking is, well, do we want to? It's 10:43. Well, we got some time here. Let's just purge all of this. We don't. There's no reason to keep any of it.
Yeah, I don't think we can clean much of it.
And we're gonna need all the money we can hang on to. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, what do you mean no separate kitchen? Yeah, I thought the floating shelves would have been cool in the green bathroom. Oh, the characters are all talking because you're removing like storage, and they're like, my stuff won't fit anywhere. Ugh.
Some heroin spoons on the floor there.
Yeah, lots of wine bottles too. Some partying going down in this house.
They really need to add a lot of used needles as well.
Another DLC.
Just limitless options for DLC. Are those roaches? Yes, they are.
Oh, you can sell the cobwebs. Well, some of them. This is so much faster than picking them up with the hand thing.
No place for books? They're all very upset by that. Oh, one of the buyers says I need one bedroom and only one bedroom.
That guy said that last time, the one that bought the last house.
Yeah. Interesting. This one has a smoke detector, it did.
We're going to uninstall that.
Oh, Let's give this a good sweep, sweep, sweep.
So dirty.
The people really like the wobble dogs picture.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah. They're willing to buy it as is just for the wobble dog photo.
Can you eventually hire a team of cleaners? You know, that's kind of what you pay for here.
That's
This
like
is-
just for cleanup detail.
It's too hard to clean this before we put textures on it. I mean, the floor is fine, but the walls are really hard to clean when they're like that. I wish I could unlock the next cleaning perk. Let me make sure that I have not done that.
I think you got a perk point at the very start of this
Demolition
round.
perk. Physical strength. Professional hammer.
What is that? Does that give you something that goes faster, maybe?
I think I got to take the tool upgrade when I can.
Yeah.
Doesn't look any different.
Oh, one hits it.
Does it one hit the
Let's
big
go.
ones though? Nah, that's the same.
What a clean home, says one of the old ladies. I don't know if this is clean, per se.
Let's just take this wall down. You know what? Let's get really just down to the fucking bones of this thing and really do some flipping. Up until this point, we haven't really committed to the flip.
They're
True, we
to
did
the
use-
Tier 1 sub to walk this way, thank you.
Okay, this hammer is much better. Oh, Minecraft brick.
There it goes. This takes it a second.
So we got... You know what? Should we just take this wall down too? Yes. Krista,
I think you're getting a little chaotic, but
well, what if we just did an open toilet floor plan?
do you think that the AI is intelligent enough to realize that, or?
Probably, yes. They can certainly recognize rooms, right? Because they keep telling us
Oh
certain
yeah, I
rooms are
need at least
missing.
one bedroom. Yeah.
All this masonry is probably destroying the nice hardwood floor.
Look how easy it is to see the dirt.
You should just start doing this at your house, IRL. Think how easy it'll be to see the dirt.
There is something, like, when you start taking things apart, like when I was pulling up the carpet in the basement, when we started stripping off the paneling and shit to see behind it, do all that other stuff, there is kind of this moment where you're just like, I should just do this everywhere.
Or just rip everything out.
Just take the whole fucking thing apart and watch YouTube videos and figure out how to put it back together. All right. So let's think about this. Let's push broom the ceiling while we think about the floor plan. We know that we want a bathroom, right?
Yeah, I mean they have to have a place to do their business.
And well,
I
now
think- I think we should do 1.5 bathrooms, at least, maybe 2.
I think 2 bathrooms.
Usually, like your main living spaces are at the front, and then your bedrooms are at the back. This house was flipped. Maybe we should put bedrooms toward the back. Oh, there's trash in the front too. Damn.
Well, okay.
Oh, there was roaches there. Ugh, they're
Oh.
everywhere.
Were they outside?
Yeah, they're out front,
Where?
behind the door. How do you not see them?
Oh, they're on the wall. I was looking at the
Yeah,
floor.
they're swarming. Yeah. Disgusting.
It's hard to aim the vacuum.
Yeah, it is a little strange, isn't it?
I think I got them. Oh,
It's
yeah.
not giving us the note. Oh, there you go. Enough have been eliminated.
Right, so bathroom. Do we want to keep the bathroom over in this corner? That's like you walk in and there's a bathroom. Is that what we want? I'm thinking maybe like you walk into kitchen on the left and the living room back here in this corner, but open. Maybe a half wall.
I like
Oh,
the
wait.
open floor plan idea.
Yeah. Wait. So
Kitchen. So come in the front door. I'm gonna give you a moment
okay.
to catch up to me here.
Okay. Yeah. I see at the front door.
In the front door, kitchen to the left.
So when you walk in, it's kitchen immediately.
So like appliances start under this window, and then L-shaped
Okay.
cabinets.
All right.
We can't put cabinets on the top though because we have big windows.
That's fine.
And
We
then
could do
this,
a corner cabinet.
and then maybe the half wall, like over here somewhere. I don't know if I can
And then
actually do
have-
that in this game. And then like living area over here, maybe like big
Yeah,
living
no.
area.
The separator from the kitchen to the living area should be counter with like a breakfast bar, or not even a half wall. Like you could just that way when you're preparing a meal and somebody's visiting, you can still talk to them in the living room.
Okay, so but I'm thinking, should this be dining and living room over here in this section?
Well, if we do the breakfast bar, they'll have a place to eat. There are definitely stools for that too in the menu. I saw them earlier.
We have to also think
Yeah.
about where the other bath is going to go.
So I think if you where you are, I think my stream's a little behind, but like the one room that's left, what we end up with is like that room and then bathroom or bathrooms and then other bedroom on the other side. So it's like
But-
bedroom and then there's enough room to put 2 bathrooms there side by side.
But we
And
eliminated a bedroom, so we actually have to put.
And then a bedroom on the other side, yeah. So you just have like that. It's like a long thin bathroom for each one of those.
Yeah, I'm not picturing that. Because the other bedroom is going to have to be where? Should we? You know what?
Where the wobble dog picture is.
Should we just pop these walls down while we're at it? Just blank slate, right? Why not?
Well, the one bedroom wouldn't be moving much from where the one is that they're I don't know. It's fine.
Zoom out on the mini map so I can get a better silhouette of the house.
That's max. That's max zoom out. I'll try to
Oh,
get like
dang.
toward the middle. The layout is going to be a big rectangle, Krista, because I'm taking these walls down.
I'm trying to see what the overall shape of the place is.
Kind of really expecting an unlock here. I'm doing a lot of hammering.
Where's the front door at on this mini map?
Right next to us. Here, let me give you a quick. So, it's roughly squarish.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Front door, side. It's actually a little longer than it is wide. Back door. Give you a look in the back door. Big open space.
Does the building have the physics to collapse? I don't think so. I think you can rebuild it any way you want on the inside.
We're not allowed to touch the exterior walls. Or yet, maybe, I don't know. My toolbar is not completely full. So there might be more unlocks. I only started playing this earlier today. That was definitely floating. Okay. So we have like this little pocket over here. Maybe that's naturally a bedroom. Ooh. What about here's the answer. A shared bathroom.
Yeah, Jack and Jill bathroom.
Should we do it on this wall?
Hang on. I'm literally sketching it right now, trying to like envision it in my head.
That's not gonna help.
It absolutely will help.
Like, I'm not gonna be able to translate that. Sometimes the cobwebs go away. Sometimes they don't. Like, this is just not cleaning. That's how we solve that problem.
Delete the window. I'm done with this.
Now this is a perfect house.
It's open. All the cockroaches are gone, so it's perfect as is.
All we need to do is waterproof everything, install a couple of power nozzles, some floor drains, and then it's like, oh, it's time to clean the apartment. It's a big red button, and it just turns into a giant, automatic interior wash.
So what if bedroom here to the left of the front door, bathroom in this corner, small bathroom, and then second bedroom along this wall to the right of the bathroom. Then that leaves this corridor from the front door. You come in and then you go over here to combination kitchen, living room, and small bath back here. I don't know if we can fit a small bath back here.
If it's just a half bath, that would work great, I think.
Maybe just an exposed toilet.
I have a couch pointing at the toilet.
Well, I got a blank slate for next time. Unless Krista runs out and buys this game.
I'm debating about it right now.
I'm telling you, just get the Humble Bundle. You have to subscribe, but then you just cancel it immediately. And you get other games too. I don't remember if there was anything else compelling this month, but still cheaper than you'll get it in the other place. Floating cobwebs.
It'll be easy to clean now that all the walls are gone.
There's so many outlets and floor plates everywhere. On the floor, I mean. Not where you'd expect them. They do love it when you clean.
Yeah, they get really excited about that.
What sort of situation is this where people are like, are we live streaming this to a realty website?
I think there was one of the DLCs was like an HGTV mod.
Oh my god.
Why hasn't this mess been cleaned up? They get really pissy, don't they?
They can clearly see me working. So passive aggressive.
They're looking in the windows. They're not watching a live stream. It's the middle of their night and they're just looking in. They're watching you clean and renovate on the metaverse. What clutter are they even talking about? I feel like you've picked up almost everything. Oh, there's some cobwebs, I guess.
There's still plenty. The black stuff on the mini map is all
Oh.
dirt. And then red, that's like radiators. Got to put the radiators in. That might, well, I guess I could sell those. We could always plan our own. So many choices left to make. A whole new world.
Has opened up to us.
Well, thanks for coming out, chat.
Beautiful
Woo!
home.
We did.
More of this on Friday, possibly.
We sold a hell of a. We did a hell of a flip there. Made nearly 50%. I think
Can we do it again?
Raul and Jenkins are going to be real happy. I think we're going to make more than 50% on this one, to be honest with you, because we're going to really start from scratch. And like, we might actually lose money because we're going to invest so much to make this amazing.
Thinking of a theme for next time, chat.
What is it?
I don't know. That's why I was asking them.
This exposed piece of brick here looks kind of like a buffalo. You
Maybe
see it?
Western themed.
This
The
one
house
looks-
should be Western theme. It should be a cabin theme.
This one may be kind of like a bear.
Nautical.
We could do
Why are so many
holiday.
outlets on the floor? Oh, we could. We could do Thanksgiving theme.
They have decorations. Standing decorations. Ooh, trophies. Oh, it looks like you could do maybe like an Asian theme.
Oh yeah. Where's the
Cups.
inflatable furniture from the 90s?
Oh, fireplaces.
We could do a Western theme if we did a cool fireplace or something too.
They don't mount into the wall though.
Oh,
They go right up against it, I guess.
they're flush. Oh, chat can hear the kitties.
They're not too aggressive right now. I did feed him a little bit of extra food today because poor little crouton was just sniffing around because his brother ate his food as usual.
Oh,
So I gave him a few extra crumbles, and of course, as soon as they hit the bowl, guess who comes running in? Oh, here's the holiday shit. Christmas lights.
oh, we could make it Christmas themed too. That would be fun. It's not a crack house, it's a crack home.
I guess they don't light up. Is that just garland?
It's just garland, yeah. It's like that plastic garland stuff.
That's disappointing.
That's what I put on the set every year.
Oh, we got a ghost.
Oh, spoopy.
These are actually a little underwhelming.
Not quite enough, I think, to do a full theme house.
Hanging light garland long. Now, are those actual lights? Hanging icicle lights in blue.
I bet they are.
Can we put these outside? Oh, look at that.
Oh. So everybody knows that you're white trash.
And that you can buy weed here. All right, 11:04.
Never seen you guys.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to resist the urge to work on my house.
Well, oh, that's fine. I think I'll probably end up picking this game up. So I can play it next Friday maybe.
All right, chat. We'll see you then. Oh,
All right.
T Warrior, thank you for subscribing. The lights indicate crystal
Thank
meth.
you,
I'm
Warrior.
sorry, I'm behind the times. Meth wasn't big when I was a kid. I think this saves automatically.
Yeah, I just saved a second ago.